Okay, here, let me go ahead and see if I can tag Desi again.
Was idle just a moment ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yes, the spider fight went very well. It ended pretty quickly once you had after you had gone off, headed off.
Cool.
Yep. Yep. No, Zace got a couple good hits in on spider number 3. It fell off a ledge.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool. Nice
Um,
job, neat.
Number 1 was pathetic and kept getting stuck on ball bearings and whatnot.
It was really sad.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna give Desi a little bit more, like maybe until 5:10, and then maybe just start on our own. I don't know.
This is weird.
Yeah. Good thing again. Usually, if she's not here, Jacob has her number, so he just calls her. So. So still on. You guys are still on break.
I am, yeah.
Nice.
This is my last week for break.
Okay. Wait, you still have a whole week?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Nice. Oh, that's good. Ah. Wait, today's the 5th. No, today's the 8th. Wow. Wow. Seems like that feels like a long break, but that sounds nice.
I'm sure has long breaks.
Well,
And I
All colleges are starting like on the 17th.
huh.
Because
Uh,
yeah.
my sibling and I were also starting then. But my little sister starts tomorrow. Starts school tomorrow.
my roommate starts tomorrow, so that's fun. So I was just was thinking that you guys were as well.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I suppose Tsubaki will be here when or if Desi shows up.
What's up?
Um. Okay. So, would one of you like to do a quick recap, or should we just postpone, or what?
What do you mean by postponements?
Just hold off on a recap for a bit.
I mean, spiders.
Spiders.
Fought some spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Spiders.
Found a wizard stash.
We did? That's cool. I want one of the. I need to find out what those are because I want one for Asteria. Sounds super cool. Wait,
Somewhat.
a staff, like a little magic.
Dash.
Oh, oh,
Mhm. You know, wizard staffs are fun. But yeah, I know Ketch was trying to figure out the nature of this place. Coming to the
And
conclusion
it's
that it is
going well.
weird. Um, yeah.
I don't think we needed to spend several days determining that, but yep.
Okay, and so the general plan to go forward was to harvest the spider bits, if you would like.
Yes, please.
Okay. They will. It does take time,
I noticed.
but I included generally what the things are that can be harvested and what they can be used for. I'll put in later, but it's your job to determine whether or not the value proposition is worth it.
Yes.
And how long you want to spend doing this.
Cool.
Because this is all on a per spider basis.
oh. I mean, it's just the two of us. We could do is just spend forever with spiders. I don't know.
For the sake of it, Ketch and Subaki will help. So you can just kind of put them to different ones and I'll roll for them. Well,
One spider per person?
if you want.
Spider per person.
Okay.
I'll start. Just gonna go down that list.
Down the list.
There are 4 spiders?
There are.
Wait, there's 4 of us.
There's 5 spiders, not
Oh.
counting the mother.
Wait, what skills do we need to kill? Like, break them apart? I mean, I'll
This
definitely
is
take
going to be a medicine.
I'll tell you.
check.
medicine. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to take apart the spider.
Okay. So let's go ahead and do blood rolls first.
That's a medicine?
Yep.
Okay.
That's an 8.
Okay.
I got a 9.
That's a 7. And that's a 2. That's quite bad for getting the blood. Okay, so
Ew.
everyone go ahead and roll a d8. Since this is blood and it's pretty much readily available, this is going to be the number of vials that you can pull from it.
Okay. I got a 4.
I also got a 4.
Oh,
Okay,
4.
8 and okay. For the 2 that I rolled, that's 7 more. So 8 and 7 is 15. So we're so far at 15 blood vials.
Okay. What are those used for? What would that be used for?
We'll find out.
I know.
That sounds
Usually,
weird.
like the blood and the hide can be used as spell components for casting certain things and making them slightly more different. Venom is poison. The spindle, you're not certain about.
I feel like I should know this as like the hunter person, but as player,
Actually,
I do not
you
know.
would know. The blood can be used as. Let me pull up my reference document here. Sorry. For a face spider, the face spider's blood, when you cast the spell Blink using this as a component, When you roll the d20 at the end of each of your turns to determine if you remain on the material plane, you can choose to re-roll it. And if you do re-roll, you have to use the second result. So you can either stay away or force yourself to disappear.
Mhm.
As
Okay.
as far as the hide goes, if you cast the spell Etherealness, using this as a component, you can target an additional creature within the spell's range to be affected by it. Or you could just sell them for money.
As they said, I was thinking like, oh, make something out of them. Not the blood, but the hide. But I feel like it's definitely like something Catch should take.
Yes.
Maybe we should pretend that Catch is like, oh, I need this stuff.
I mean, we can give it to him when he's here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's, I
Etherealness is also a 7th level spell. So it's a little bit of a ways away. But yeah, if you guys want to roll for hide now on these 4.
Rolling
Also
for
medicine.
hide.
Medicine as well. Yep. Gotta be a DC of 16.
Okay.
It's 1.
19.
5.
Okay,
I'm getting new dice.
you got 3 now total from the 4 that you've done.
Is someone like, are we putting this down somewhere?
Yep, I'm
In your own
copying the
character
chat.
sheet.
Oh, dang it. I have not been keeping track of that.
Hello.
'Cause I don't know.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
How are you guys?
I can't hear you. But okay, talk again.
Hello?
Hello?
Why do you
You're a
sound
bit
so
faint.
far away?
Yeah, you sound really far away.
Is that better?
No.
You're far. You're far. You're like in space.
Might be my plug-in. Is that better?
Nope.
I don't know how you're so far.
I have you up 200%.
Me too.
Okay, let me exit and come back.
Oh no.
Like the mic is like in a different dimension. Since I'm keeping track, what did I get again?
I've got a party total on.
Okay,
that I'm
'cause
You've got a
calculating.
party total, but you should have been keeping track of your own total, ideally.
It's okay.
But if not, that's okay.
Yeah, because when you said the blood stuff, you made it seem like
Mhm.
whole groupies, like it was a whole group.
You've got a total of 15 from these 4.
Yeah, that's what I remember. I'm like, and I was probably just gonna give it all to Cash, to be honest.
Don't worry.
Is that better?
Still very
No.
quiet.
You're still very far.
I got a new headset, so I don't. Let's see if I need it.
Maybe
Maybe
in the voice and video settings, it's not.
Yeah, I feel like if you got a new headset, then you need to like make sure that Discord is
Calibrate it?
connected to it.
That's it.
Video and voice, and you can make it like depending on what the input and output is, I think.
I don't know what my new headphones are called. I gotta check.
It could also be like your whole computer needs to make sure.
Quite frankly, it sounds like her microphone is at the other end of her room.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like you know when you have like the headset on, but it's not connected to the headset, so it's picking it up from the laptop. I had that problem at school once, and I had to like come right up to the laptop so someone could hear me. I just decided not to talk that one time.
That's probably what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Can you?
I can't hear you.
No.
No.
That better?
No.
No.
Okay.
Do you still have the old headset?
I do have the old ones. Alright. I'll just use the older ones.
I do hope you get that sorted out, but better turn you down.
Is that better?
Much.
Yes.
You're not loud.
Okay.
Yay!
So we were just working on some looting of the spiders.
Oh yeah, we are totally taking everything.
Okay. Currently, the party has claimed 15 vials of blood, 3 hides, and we're about to roll for venom.
Venom.
I love stuff. I'm telling you, murder hobo all the way. If it's useful, I will pick it up.
Is it also going to be medicine?
Yep, all of these are medicine checks.
Nice. Oh god, I don't even
Go
have
ahead and
any
roll.
open.
Yep, go ahead and roll.
Jacob just literally left
Okay.
my house.
Oh,
15.
14.
Zagra, go ahead and roll me a d4.
Azure?
1.
Okay, you do. Now go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
It is poison.
It is poison.
No.
Okay. Oh,
13.
Okay. One moment while I check this out. Okay, you do succeed on the saving throw. You are not poisoned.
Wow, poison sucks.
I believe I'm both poisoned and exhausted.
That sounds possibly correct. Wait, no, you wouldn't be poisoned because you didn't drop to 0 hit points. But you do have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Oh yeah.
You are not poisoned.
Poison?
Yay!
That sounds awful.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Is Catch rolling?
I did, and he did not succeed. So let me go ahead and roll. He is also not poisoned. That's good.
Do I get a vial or?
You do not. It was 1d4
Okay, I
rounded
didn't think
down.
so.
Did I need to roll for that?
Go ahead and roll me a medicine check, please.
Medicine. Let's see what we got. I don't know why I am totally unprepared right now.
It's all good.
Sounds like me.
I got a 10.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d4 and a Constitution saving throw.
A D4. I got a 4.
Woo!
And then I got an 8. The Constitution saving throw.
You know, you kind of jinxed yourself.
Yeah, I feel like that.
You did get a poison vial, but you are
But I got
poisoned.
poisoned. I knew it, damn it!
I am so sorry. The dice are very against you, and
Let's see. Oh, there I am.
thankfully, I do believe the effects of poison are the exact same as exhaustion level 1, so you can't have disadvantage when you already have disadvantage, so
Yay!
nothing changes. You're
I'm
just
just-
poisoned.
I'm really tired and I've been poisoned. Yay me!
Okay.
Tsubaki is having a rough day.
Can we
Uh,
try to harvest this last item?
The spindle, the ethereal spindle.
Yeah.
Oh,
This one's the hardest one.
I know.
Let's go for
Why not?
Also
DC
me-
20.
No.
That's a nope for catch.
That's a natural one.
That's a
Wow.
nope.
I got 19.
19.
Yeah, just too short.
Sorry.
Okay.
what was I supposed to be rolling?
Medicine DC
Medicine.
20.
Okay.
You still have 2 more spiders, so you might still get it later.
The highest medicine.
Okay, I got a 20.
That is good.
For medicine.
Okay.
All right.
So how do we want to go for like split up for spider number 3 and the brood mother?
Who has highest medicine? Again? I do.
I'll do it.
Oh wait, you have
You have
fatigue.
disadvantage.
Yeah,
All right. You guys got this.
I'll take the mother. The big one.
Okay.
Get number 3 then.
Okay.
Down the list again.
Here. If Tsubaki and Ketch want to help out with this, I can just give you guys advantage on the checks, so that way it's everyone kind of helping out.
Perfect.
Is it just for medicine again?
Yep. So
Alright. I got a 15.
14.
Wait, medicine. Oh yeah, I forgot. 8. This is-
well, here. Let's have Tsubaki go with Zace down to the broodmother, because big one, and so you guys are going to get the full 15 from that one. Zagre, you get the
Yeah.
full 15 from that one. Yeah, there we go. So
I
that's
got full 15. Okay.
yep. So that brings you
Cool.
guys up to 45 blood vials.
Oh my god. I don't know what the hell we're going to do with this.
Yeah, me too.
Now it.
I hope someone is.
Okay.
I
Rolls
seem
for
to
high.
think Jacob's a wizard, so if anybody's going to use it, it's going to be him. You're going to write this list down for us, right?
I am. I'm keeping it updated right as we go.
Dear Lord.
Rolls for the hides.
Rolling for the hide.
Woo!
Woo! That's 2 19s.
That's gonna get you one.
Plus
16.
1, so 2 unnatural 20s.
Is that still under medicine?
Yep.
Yeah, it's all gonna be medicine.
Okay. So I got a 19 for that.
That's definitely gonna get you one.
I got a 16.
Well, you both would be able to, but you are also working on the same one. So, but
Okay.
yes, you both are able to easily pull off the hide.
I peeled this spider like I've been peeling spiders for my entire life.
Now the fun one.
Ooh.
What does that even look like?
Medicine.
All right.
Okay. That's a 19.
You're getting 2 poison vials.
Wait,
I got
I
a
get 2.
7.
Yay.
I got an 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
Tsubaki.
Give me.
7.
Okay.
You're gonna be poisoned by the big mama.
Yeah.
Go ahead and both of you roll me a d4. We'll go with the higher.
D4.
Disadvantage.
Everybody roll 1.
I got a 1.
I got a 1.
Okay, you don't get poison vials, but now Constitution saving throws from you both.
Darn it.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that actually. So it's a 20 plus your thingy.
Yep.
I got an 11.
I got. Wait. What is a 17 plus 5?
Enough.
Enough?
Enough. You both are not poisoned. The DC was 11.
Yay, I didn't get poisoned again.
And the spindle, the hard one.
Oh.
Okay. A natural 20.
Yeah, that's gonna get you one.
Woo!
14.
I'm
Nope.
putting it under treasure.
I got an 11.
Okay. Here is the full list of stuff you have collected.
Ethereal spindles, too. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Party total. Nice. It's a lot of blood.
It's a lot of blood.
The hide could be made into a very light armor of
Mhm.
some sort.
Yep.
Let me see.
As far as the blood and the hide, you can also use them as spell components. This was something that Zace worked out earlier. The spider blood, when you use it to cast the spell Blink, you can choose to re-roll the d20 at the end of each of your turns to choose whether or not you stay on the material plane or the ethereal plane. So you have a higher chance of controlling that spell. And the hide, if you cast the spell Etherealness using it as a component, you can target an additional creature within the spell's range.
Okay. That's
and the
cool.
poison is poison. The spindle is... It looks
To be
valuable. Because unlike regular spiders that, have just their standard spindle for silk, phase spiders have this spindle that allows them to kind of weave the planes together in such that it allows them to jump in and out of the ethereal plane. So
Okay.
the spindle itself is several rings of cartilage that kind of seem like they have a gyroscopic rotation to them that almost seems to have a wave of arcane energy that kind of interlaces these planes into its own threads.
Ooh. That's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds useful.
It could be.
If the right imagination got a hold of this stuff.
Or the wrong one.
Or the wrong one. Huh. Interesting. That's really cool. Just, now that we got all this, can we go back to camp and take a nap?
One moment. I want to look around in this cave first.
Yeah, you're right. We should probably do that.
Up there?
I want to explore the cave too. Can I explore the cave?
Same.
Let's
Yeah, come
explore.
on.
Are these mushrooms? I'm coming with you.
Yes, they are mushrooms.
Are they the same ones?
No.
Could Catch know them?
Go ahead and roll me a nature check with advantage.
Me or Catch?
Zace.
Okay, nature check.
Catch does also recognize them.
My highest one I got was an 8.
Okay. Thankfully, the DC for this was not high. These are very common mushrooms. They are safe to eat. They do not cause negative effects.
We should just
make
have
a bunch of these for us.
We could have mushroom skewers. This would be epic.
Harvest some, but not all of them.
Seems like there's plenty.
Yeah, we could come back here if we need any.
I mean, yes, but still.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Wanna look around.
Go ahead and roll me 2d20s, please.
Everyone?
The person who would like to harvest mushrooms for the party.
Anyone? I can.
Or whoever wants to do it.
Or one of you can roll a
do
d20 and one of you can roll another one. So long as there's 2 d20s.
Okay.
I'm just flying around, zipping.
I got a 3.
Oh boy.
I just got an 8.
8. Okay. That's a total of 11.
We're
many
we're
more?
we're kind of exhausted from fighting spiders, so
I
we'll
completely
come
get it.
we'll come back and do this again later.
Mm-hmm.
This will make a nice mushroom soup.
Are they bouncy?
A little bit. They have some. It seems like they are lacking water, but they do have a sort of flexibility to their caps.
Okay.
Well, and they're purple, right?
A very light purple, yes.
Cool.
So if you want to investigate and explore the chamber, that will be investigation.
I
Please.
will do investigation.
All right, investigation.
Oh, dang it, I'm sucking up investigation.
Ha! I got a natural 20 plus 2.
Nice.
Good, because I got a 1.
I also got a natural 20 plus 1.
What does a natural 20 get me, Andrew? Come on.
Okay.
I'm switching it. See how these guys do.
I'm using the
Oh,
owl
here, I
bear.
forgot to roll for catch. He got a natural 19. Wow, you guys are...
We got
Yay,
high
us!
Yeah.
rolls.
Okay. As you kind of look around here, the area... You can tell the cave is definitely hewn from just straight stone and kind of carved out through the natural processes of time. But you do see that in the center of this area, let me go ahead and put it on the map, it has definitely been smoothed over.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let me make it light blue. Yeah, about that big there.
Nice.
So like lots of different dust and grime has kind of gotten onto it, and the fungal mycelial networks have kind of crossed over it in the time since. So this has been around for a while and probably left unused.
Just smooth floor?
Not entirely. There are carvings all across it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Anything on the ceiling?
No. But there is an outer ring kind of towards the edge, a small one on the inside that goes about maybe a foot closer in from where the outside ring is. And then there is a small circle right where Tsubaki is standing on the map. Inside all of these areas is the same kind of incredibly flowy patterns that you saw in the cave, where the lines are just disconnected and spiraling around each other around this circle in each of these rings. It's not a language as you know it.
Is it drawing?
It could be.
It's carvings.
Carving?
It is its own sort of runic carvings. That is just this very spiral-like, very flow-based.
Could it be telling a story, kind of like a heartbeat?
Perhaps. And they just go all around this circle here. All around on the outside, all around on the inside.
I'm creating visual aids.
Awesome.
Teleportation circle. Teleportation circle.
Do they look like the ones from the little place we found the other day?
The same kind of spiraling and circling markings? Yes.
These are the carvings. Like,
you know what? I'd like to start studying these compared to the other ones that I've already, looked at, and maybe see if I could start discerning what these might be.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception check first.
Perception. I got a 13.
Okay. Tsubaki, as you're kind of standing here in the center and kind of looking around, dusting things off, there is a small, almost pockmarked shape right in the center of it. It seems to be a slight divot, but it's conical in shape. That seems to almost dip out into small rivers that kind of continue on in almost a tree-like fashion. But it seems like it's grown harder at times and got into a almost crystalline cavity shape.
It's quite interesting.
Are you pointing this out to us?
I am.
Okay.
This is
I'd
not.
like to take out one of my echo shards and jab it in.
Okay. When you say stab it in, are you like forcefully or?
Kind of just maybe poke around. Don't want to break anything.
Okay.
Forcefully, but with probably some effort behind it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a strength check, Zagra.
Ooh, wonderful. That's an unnatural 20.
Okay. You kind of jam this in there, and you see it kind of pulse and glow for a second in the stone. It seems to hold for a second. You see the almost bits of shadow inside of it swirl around as though just swirling around. You can't tell if they're reacting or if there's something more to it, but there is movement inside of it. And then you see the kind of swirling patterns inside and around this area begin to glow a very faint and dark blue. And then the whole platform does, as this small area where you put the stone in, and inside of that first major ring depresses into the ground maybe an inch.
Ooh.
And then the whole platform itself starts to go down, depress itself, and move. Catch, who is looking
this is
around,
either-
is going to jump on and kind of follow as soon as he starts to hear the grinding of stone against stone as this is going down, just to kind of either come to the edge and help you up out of it, or to jump in with you.
I'm kind of curious to see where this takes us.
Is it like an elevator?
We do
Is
not
it
know.
slow, fast?
It's not fast.
Can we make it go faster?
No. No.
Probably
Slow
not.
is always best in these situations. Just keep your eyes out, okay?
Okay.
You gesture to Catch, and he'll jump down at a rate before it starts to deal fall damage.
Yeah, that's smart.
Okay. And as you are going, it slowly creaks down.
Okay.
You probably
Okay.
are waiting in this space, just watching the surface light, the like very limited surface light that was above you, get even smaller and farther away for maybe 10-15 minutes. It's a long journey down. But eventually, you feel it kind of stop. You feel it kind of crunch the ground beneath you. The runes and sigils and spirals and swirled patterns all across it fade. And you are in a completely dark environment.
This is fun.
So, can I use? Does anybody have a torch?
I believe I do, actually. Yes. I would
All right,
like to
I'm
light up
gonna.
my torch.
I was about to say I got prestidigitation. I can light that for you.
I can't let you do it, Aaron.
Sure. Here.
Yep. Click.
Okay.
I have a torch.
As you light it up, the room begins to kind of. It almost seems to just draw out as the light hits it. Dust all over the place, but large archways. You're in the center of. It seems like a plaza, almost.
You shall not pass, right?
Okay.
From this center, it seems to have stairs down to large stone buildings, all of which empty. The entire place silent. It seems that as though roads kind of branch outward from this center point here, but it's not in a straight lines. It's very natural. It's almost like veins going out across a place, or perhaps even the spiraling pattern that lit when you place the crystal within the circle.
Okay.
There is nothing about this that seems natural.
Let's start moving.
All right. Let's see what we can see.
Okay. Is there any specific direction you want to go?
I mean, is there a forward, back, and side to side thing, or is it just laid out before us?
Sort of sprawling outward from you, and you can't see that far due to torchlight. But from what you can tell, kind of based on walking around the small plaza area where you landed in, it seems to go in all directions.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna kind of pick one, I suppose.
Fair
Would
enough.
it help if I also light up a torch or something?
Probably.
I'll also light up a torch then.
Okay.
Click.
Does everyone want a torch? I have enough.
I'll take one.
Yeah. Catch will
I'll
also take one, so you 4 torches.
I
Four
used
torches.
up 4. I used up 3. Okay, I just want to count how many I have left. I'm using up my torches pretty quick now.
Okay. You kind of wave them around, and it's eerie in that this chamber area, it's almost like an anechoic chamber where the only things you hear are what's immediately around you. It's everything else is dampened and quiet. You don't hear anything moving. There's no air moving around. There's no wind picking up dust or rustling leaves, if there even were trees in this area at one point in time. It's still, but it's oddly a comfortable warmth.
It's kind of nice in here, at least so far.
It might change.
Just a slight warmth. It's more consistent than the weather outside. As Zagra kind of had picked a direction and kind of started wandering in that way. The buildings are all rectangular prisms. They are all very cubical in shape. The area that you would...
They are.
Yep. The area where you would kind of presume to be a door, there is... It's not wood, but it's almost like... It's
Maybe
almost like a fungus that's been harvested and petrified.
No.
That kind of crawls up and around it, and you can see that there might at one point have been a door here, but it has since either fallen away or been broken down by whatever insects might have once lived here. But I should also note that these doorways are probably 12 to 15 feet tall for each of these places.
Oh.
They are rather tall.
Huh.
And you can
Well,
see as you're wandering around, this sort of fungal-like wood that kind of crawls and makes intricate lattice works up and around. It seems to be providing the most support. It seems to be the strong material that is holding together all this dust and sand and clay that makes up the houses, makes up everything here. In a way, the city itself is all one network.
Okay. Could I maybe try to identify this fungus?
Sure.
Nature, I assume.
Yes, nature.
Okay, I'm decent at that. That's a 15.
You have no idea what this fungus is.
Uh-oh.
Are others allowed to try?
You're more than welcome to, yes.
Okay. So what was it?
Nature.
Nature.
The DC is somewhere above 15.
I got an 18.
Okay.
I'm still rolling. 12.
Okay, Subaki.
Yep. What up?
You recall maybe having seen something similar to this in one of the towns you traveled to? It's an incredibly gray fungus that kind of weaves its way through towns and civilizations, but you can't quite place a name or place where you've seen it, but there is something about it that just a little something that triggers in the back of your mind as a
It seems familiar. Like I've seen it somewhere before.
it from what you can gather, it's a plant growth that can be almost worked as a partnership with the people in the town, and so it can use itself in its kind of woody grain texture to grow in different patterns and such, so long as the people there take care of it. It's a sort of symbiosis.
Definitely.
As far as though, like, where it was, once again, you've traveled around a lot. There are lots of places with their own little quirks, and not 100% certain where.
Just so it reminds me of a place I've been before a while back. But I've been to so many places, I can never remember all of them.
As you kind of continue looking around, it seems like this place, these houses, that this entire city was made for creatures that are much larger, and like that just continues to be more and more prevalent as you see things around. There are hang on. Ooh, that's a cool picture.
Right? I saw that. I'm like, oh, this seems close to what he's describing. And had the whole purple mushroom thing going on.
It's not entirely dissimilar, but
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's there are some similarities. But like if you find tables and such in places, they are all unusually high. Same with maybe beds and other kind of, or what you would presume to be beds and other domestic kind of things. It's everything about here makes you feel a little bit smaller.
As small as I am, this place makes me feel as though I am an ant among giants. whereas I'm usually somewhere between, something not quite as small. Maybe a gopher among giants.
Good? You want another one? Yeah. Would you like an ice?
So, is there anything we need to investigate? Anything we should be looking for?
Any like recognizable businesses, perhaps?
Businesses? No. I just heard my computer do some dinging sounds. There are places here where you can see different areas and different markings on it, and it's more of that same spiraling pattern.
So I'm gonna start writing down all the different symbols.
Okay.
I got cartography tools, so I'm just gonna start writing down the different symbols and trying to figure out how many different ones I can see, so maybe I can get some semblance of an alphabet of some sort.
Okay. Okay. You do find, and a paper would have decomposed by now. Yeah, so there wouldn't be any real books. It's, well, there would be some kind of like scrolls. It's not quite a vellum material. It's much more of a mycelial. It's instead of being made out of like sheepskin, it's more of this same fungus type material that has been made extra thin and is on its own, and it's almost hard to read, for lack of a better term, as the actual material of the paper is this woven, spiraling, chaotic pattern, and anything that would have been written on it. And you do see markings where ink, or a type of ink, or maybe a darkening of this fungal pattern was made upon it, and it's these same spiraling patterns, these just in lines across the page, just branching out and growing in each different way. And by the time you're done, you have probably hundreds of individual characters, Tsubaki. If not, just hundreds, not thousands. But lots and lots of individuals. Go ahead and roll me, all of you, a perception check.
A D12.
No, perception.
I got a 5.
Ooh, a natural. Actually, let me see what my actual perception modifier is. Okay, I was right. A natural 20.
Okay.
18.
18? Okay. As you're kind of looking around and going from building to building, you do eventually see like what might be considered a picture.
Ooh.
It's once again very old, very dusty, very dated, all on this same fungal-like material. But the individual who seems to maybe have had their picture commissioned or made, it's vaguely humanoid. But you can tell that there is no face. Their head is long and kind of begins to pull back to a singular point, with another one kind of right behind it that kind of curls around. And then everything about them is just long and lanky. Long fingers that don't always seem to be there. It seems like they kind of either detach or come apart. Almost all of the joints themselves seem to have weak markings on the page, so it almost feels like a skeleton of sorts that just is floating at times.
A skeleton? Can I study or like look at the
bone?
skeletal? Yeah, the bones, like skeletal type body, like see like how long is this femurs and how long is like
Is this
God.
just a picture of it, or
It's a rough picture.
okay? So it's like a painting.
Hmm.
Could I study the skeleton?
Sure, go ahead and make me your choice of. You know what? Go ahead and just roll me a d20 and add your intelligence modifier.
Okay. Aw. Oh! I got a 20 plus 1.
Okay, that's quite good, actually.
It went from a 2 to a 20. I was like, hell yeah.
Oh, so it's a natural 20 even as well.
Yeah. I was like, watching it roll and it flipped. It was like, yay!
Okay. On one hand, you have never seen any creature like this before. That's just given.
Mhm.
But there are elements of it that you do recognize. It's humanoid in nature. It is. It seems to stand upright. There are things that you recognize, but it's also just fundamentally different. Here, I'm working on getting a kind of picture in chat shortly. Sorry, I didn't pre-draw this weird alien-looking thing.
Oh no, it's okay.
Alien?
Zace just hears,
Not xenomorph alien, just alien.
Yeah, that's where my mind went to first, but
I mean, it does have some
I know you.
characteristics and similarities, but not quite. It sort of looks like a living flame almost, but
Ooh.
whenever it's drawn and portrayed, it's always black and gray.
does it have any similarities to the Duat?
It's not, once again, not 100% similar, not 100% dissimilar. You can see some traits that could go back and forth.
I mean, the Duat does appear as people.
It does appear as people. It seems to be more connected, more humanoid than whatever this is in the picture. But that's not to say that this isn't or couldn't be at one point. It just seems intentionally and fundamentally different.
Okay.
There, that's vaguely what it kind of looks like.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like maybe it's
Oh.
got a what are those things? Elemental
Yeah, it looks,
vibe. It kind of looks like an elemental.
It could be an L.
it looks spooky.
Strange.
I thought it's either elemental or we're continuing the fungus thing, and it's a fungus person?
Possibly.
I mean, this is just a painting. Is there colors on the painting? What are the colors?
It seems most of them have kind of been washed out or washed away.
Okay.
The kind of ink used here is a little bit of a deeper blue, and even then it's kind of been faded away into.
Is there any writing near the painting?
Yeah, but it's more of the spirals and completely unknown or illegible.
Uh,
I have an idea, but it sounds stupid and risky. And it's setting the fungus on fire.
the painting or the fungus?
Not the paint, just the fungus that's connecting this entire place.
So we burned down the place. We do like an epic movie scene escape.
I said it was a terrible, stupid idea.
I mean, it sounds kind of interesting. But that's not Zace. That's totally me.
It's What's this picture on? Is it like a mural on a wall? Is there like a stone slab in the?
Sorry.
Do I need to repeat myself?
No, it's similar to like the paper, like this part scrolls that you kind of were able to find. It's made of this same fungal-like material. It just is woven in and out of itself. And so
Okay.
when it was attached to the wall here, it had sort of grown back together a little bit, but not enough that it was impossible to pull apart.
Interesting.
Why don't
Yeah.
you take that with you?
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Take it. Maybe someone
Then-
could recognize it.
Let's continue looking around. Yeah, just try to show it
I
to
was
people
gonna
back
take a
at camp.
few of the writing samples with me too, even though they're hardly distinguishable. Maybe I can start to put together some sort of language and understand it.
Mhm.
Might be possible.
How long do you kind of want to spend down here just looking around? Just in general.
I'd like to say a couple of hours, but I think with everything we've got on us, we should definitely start heading back to camp because we don't know what time it is out there, and we don't want to be caught out in the open at night.
Yeah. You know, this area, the way we got in here was like 30 minutes away. We could come back.
Yeah.
So why don't we head back now, rest up at the camp, and come back tomorrow?
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Okay. With what you're able to find, you head back over to where you had the lift. Are you going to? What are you going to do to try and?
I was gonna pull the crystal out.
Yeah. Okay. Did you pull the crystal out when when it landed, or did you just leave it there?
No, just
I
left it
probably
there.
would have just left it there.
Okay. So you pull the crystal out. It doesn't move.
Then
Stick
I
it
put
back
it back in.
Okay, that will cause it to light up and start moving again. Okay, and eventually about 15-20 minutes pass, and you arrive back at the surface, and it kind of grinds to a halt, and the stony area retracts into itself and grows dark.
Pull that back out again.
Mm-hmm. And you are back in the cave.
Okay, let's head back to camp, shall we?
Yep.
Okay. You pick up all of your spider pieces.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
make your way back to camp. I'd need... You know what? I'll roll it. Okay. It is
What?
growing late at night.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
But you are able to see the campfire made. People kind of sitting around it, paying attention, keeping warm, eating food. And you
Did
are
we
able
get-
to arrive without issue. What?
Hey.
Did we get
I was
what?
about to say, did we get any meat from those spiders that was edible?
There wasn't much on it. They didn't really
Okay.
have much meat
They
on
didn't
their
even
bones.
have bones. They didn't.
Well, they have
Well, I
it's
mean,
an exoskeleton.
they
They
have
don't
it
have
as-
bones.
About to say, it's a spider. They have exoskeletons.
They you know how spiders work, right?
Yes. That's why I was like, "There's no bones. There's no bones."
But if you would like, you can take a long rest.
Thank you.
I would
Discuss
very
the
much
day.
like to take a long rest.
Discuss your
I-
findings of the day. Share
Yep.
what you would like to share.
I would very much like to share stuff.
Okay.
Am I down 1 point of exhaustion and has the poisoning worn off?
Yes and yes.
Yay, I'm only exhausted by a little bit. You know what? I'm going to take another long rest. So if you guys decide you want to do anything, go for it.
Taking a day off.
Yep, I'm taking the day off.
Okay, fair enough.
Ketch will kind of stay back with you, and he'll continue working on star maps and working with you on like the language bits to see if there's something that you can put together on that.
Okay.
So if you want to go back, Zagra and Zace, the Z party.
The
I'm not
Z
sure
team.
going back to that area with just the two of us would be best. Zace? Zace?
I was muted. You said you'd rather not go or would rather go?
I'd rather not go if it's just the two of us. I'd rather have the full team go back.
Yeah, I'd agree. We kind of got hurt a bit. Like, well, it was yeah. Let's not go. But I would like to do some fishing. Maybe. How much food do we have?
You have enough
We've got-
to go a couple
We've
days.
got plenty. We hunted rats. We got like 4 or 5 rats.
Mushrooms.
Still,
My goodness.
We've got the edible mushrooms.
We've
The
already
others are probably still coming back with seaweed from the monster.
Yeah. Okay
We're
then.
good.
we've supported this this group very plentifully.
Yeah, I can't believe, like, now I'm like, what did they even do while we were gone? Like,
They
Well,
go
why we-
hunting, and they kind of take
But-
note, keep watch of camp.
oh no, like, before we even came, they barely had any food. But now, there's like, dinner for everyone.
There was also a lot less people.
We were still doing better
I
than they
sense
obviously did.
laziness from them.
You said it. I did not. That was good.
Okay. So a couple of them are going to go head out and go to where the larger viney creature in the lake is, and kind of hack off some vines and food in that way.
Yum seaweed.
And is there anything specific that you would like to do during this day, or just kind of fester in your own projects?
You know what? I would like to partake in the hallucinogenic mushrooms today.
Of all the people to say that, I did not expect you to say that. But okay.
Let's do it.
I spent some time in the Feywild. We're okay with this.
Okay.
All right.
They do have a lot of hallucinogens there.
I have no doubt.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw. At disadvantage, because you are willingly doing this.
I was about to say, wouldn't that give you advantage?
Well, yes, but at the same time, if you're looking for an effect to happen, it would be disadvantage, because you have to roll low. So in a way, this is advantage for having an effect.
They're both 3. Plus
It's okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
1, so they're both 4.
Okay. It takes a little bit for it to kick in. But as you're kind of taking the day, laying back, watching the fire, tending to everything, kind of sharing stories and chatting with everyone around the campfire, eventually it almost seems like you have double vision, and one of them is a little bit more wavy than the other one. It's a little less refined. For the next 2 hours or so, you have disadvantage on perception checks and initiative rolls.
Oh.
I mean, it's just 2 hours.
It's a mild hallucinogen.
It's not bad.
Still, it's not good if you want to, get into a fight.
Yeah,
But
good
I
thing
don't
today
think
is seeing how shit happens day.
um,
I'm just gonna chill.
go ahead and roll me a perception check, all of you.
All of us?
us?
Mm-hmm.
All of us? Perception check?
Natural 20 plus 2.
Okay.
5.
19. I'm getting a lot of 19s today.
Okay. So this is going to be Zace and Subaki, because Ketch did not roll well on this one. As Zagra's kind of spacing out a
Tripping.
little bit.
Tripping.
Yep.
Just say it straight up, tripping.
As Zagra is tripping, you kind of look out into the desert the way you had gone the previous day, and kind of, and where you had found the cave. And you see a dust storm kind of growing.
Over there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And kind of, the closer you look, because you rolled so high, you see around at the same time the people who had gone hunting coming back.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Remember,
no.
the death storm means the big monster shows up.
Are they gonna die?
We don't know. We're not out there.
I feel like we should go help them, guys.
I don't know what help we would be.
How far are they? Can we help that?
This is gonna be about 2,000 feet away. About half-
Quite a bit. By the time we get there, won't be anything for us to do, so they're either going to make it back on their own or not.
The storm is much farther away. It's maybe a mile and a half.
I kind of want to
The
save.
people hunting are closer than the duos,
Mm-hmm.
but they're in the same general direction.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way to get a message out there to them?
No.
Did someone come into the chat?
Hello,
Whoa,
Jacob!
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 Hey,
Didn't think you'd make it.
I just made it, I think. Well, I'm
Yay!
late.
Things are about to happen. Good luck.
You came in
what?
at a really good time.
I am
How did you do
tripping
that?
balls.
Oh my, what happened?
She ate
I
some of the
I
mushrooms.
took the shrooms.
Oh no. Weren't they mildly hallucinogenic?
Yes.
Definitely, she's
Yes.
got disadvantage for 2 hours.
On perception checks and initiative rolls.
That's not a bugbear, that's a owl bear.
But yeah, to reiterate what I had just said, that was a cause for concern. A couple of the people who had stayed at camp went off to go fight the vine creature a little bit in the lake to get some food. And as you're kind of keeping watch over the area, you see them returning. It's roughly midday, and you see there may be half a mile out, about 2,000 feet. About a mile and a half away, you see a sandstorm picking up. And
Oh, this
all
is
of them
kinda
beginning
rough,
to kind
guys.
of move in your general direction.
I'm gonna stand up. I need to go. I have to go save them. They are people that helped us for a while. We need to at least help them hurry back. Right?
I do not know, as I said.
The three of them
I
who
mean-
are in the camp are also very interested in helping them with you.
Am I there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that is a good idea. Yes.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Are you coming along?
Yeah, I guess so.
Are you sure you seemed against this?
It's okay. I go where the wind flows. It's
Well,
Okay.
flowing in
technically,
that
the
direction.
sandstorm is coming towards us, so if you go where the wind blows,
Don't be technical. Don't be
Let's-
technical.
We don't have time to waste. Let us go.
yeah.
Are we gonna leave Zagra here alone? Hi.
Quick question.
If you
Mhm.
want me to go and stay with Zagra, I'm not sure what.
I think you should stay with
It's a
Zagra.
mild. It's a very mild hallucinogenic. I can
Okay,
still
well, I guess.
walk.
Yeah, but okay, fine.
The
I'll
things
I'll
also said
keep an
nothing
eye
about
on
fighting.
Zagra. Yeah, we're just out there to warn them. We're not
this-
gonna fight this thing.
Is this same day?
This is next day.
Oh, cool. So long rest?
2 long rests if you need it.
Heck yeah, I will definitely take that. Sweet. Okay, cool. Because I needed to check my spells.
Uh-huh.
Okay. We'll let us go.
Okay. You begin kind of making your way out, and you do begin to feel the winds rushing around. It's the actual storm is far away, but it's still displacing the air, and it's almost like an epicenter, a vortex pulling things in and spiraling them outward all at the same time. Go ahead and everyone roll me a dexterity saving throw. This is just going to be generally to determine how quickly you can get to them.
Oh, that's a 7 from catch.
Oh, natural 20 plus 2.
You're not even here.
I got 18 plus 2. That's 20.
I said I'm coming.
Yeah.
I said I would be fine. It's against perception checks and initiative rolls. I'm perfectly fine. It's a mild
Yeah.
hallucinogenic.
Yeah.
You've
Okay.
definitely had stronger stuff in the Feywild.
Uh-huh. I was thinking that as well.
I
This
got a
drug ain't
17.
anything.
What was your roll, Subaki?
It was a natural 18 plus 2.
Gotcha. You and Zagra are incredibly quick across the sands, kind of making yourselves known and waving your arms. It ends up taking probably about 15 minutes on the shorter end to the longer end for you guys and the rest of the group to make it to them. You see the sandstorm. It's approaching, but it's not running like you are. It's just wandering. It's kind of moving closer towards into this area, and there are stones around, so it's not its natural terrain, more or less, but it is still approaching. But Zagra and Subaki, you are the first to arrive to meet up with Gemma and Mavith.
You guys, we gotta get it going.
Come on, let's go.
The storm's coming up and we gotta get out of here.
I agree.
Let's go.
Okay. You can see Gemma has a large wound on her leg.
Oh, cure wounds. I'm gonna do the spell cure wounds.
Okay, that will definitely help because they were moving at a slower pace due to it.
Done.
Okay.
They got 8 points. Cured, just in case you need to know that.
Yep, that is actually exactly how much they were damaged for. So they are back to full. Now, they do not have as many hit points as you guys have. I should say that as well.
I assumed.
Come on.
Let's
Okay.
go.
So I need everyone to roll me another dexterity saving throw to see speed at which you can get back. This one's going to matter more.
They're easy.
Oh!
14.
Okay.
I got a 19 plus 2.
You said saving. You said
Save.
saving throw.
Yep.
Okay, so that's an unnatural 20.
Good. Good.
See you guys later. I got a 9. I'll see you guys.
No.
I'll see you guys in a bed.
See you later, guys. Bye.
Sand. I can't walk in the sand.
Catch.
Adios.
Yes.
What was your save?
Oh, 14.
14. Okay. You are all making it back to camp. It's a slower trek for you, Zace. I need you to roll me a perception check.
Okay. 4 then, so 12.
Okay. You are definitely the one who is lagging the most with the party, but a couple of the Slayers of Duat are going to kind of help kind of pull you along at different points and kind of make the way as simple as that you can. As you are getting closer to your camp, you're still lagging maybe 30, 40 feet behind. But you take a quick look over your shoulder and you see almost a familiar face in the storm.
No. Familiar face. I don't. Zace does not know anyone alive. Go.
Fair enough. You don't know anyone alive. But they kind of look towards you, and as this thought that, hey, I don't know anyone who would be here. It's messing with me. You see the kind of dust almost begin to break off, and where it was, there are almost small sparks of blue lightning. Right in between as the illusion is broken for you. And almost this pulsing orb in the middle that seems to almost control the illusions.
Ooh.
In that moment, you almost start to fall behind a little bit more. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. 17. 17.
Out of every member of your party, you are now the one who has gotten the closest to the center of the storm. But you break free from its trance and turn around and begin to kind of dart with an animalistic fury to escape and run away from this thing like you just got away from an anglerfish's lure.
Don't know anyone alive. Bones. I love bones.
You are able to make your way back up to the rocky outreach to the camp. And
the illusion truly knew me. It would just be a femur. Giant, bone skull.
And as you're kind of hunkering down in the camp, kind of trying to make yourselves as scarce and as hidden as you possibly can, the dusts begin to kind of wrap up and around. They seem to kind of start swimming across the sands, across the fire. The fire goes out. Seems to almost pass over top you and continue going in another direction as it almost buries you a little bit in the sand.
Me? Am I still...
All of you.
Or all
of us.
But it passes over, not seeming to dig deeper. Not dig right below its feet, right where it was walking. Just passes through. A force of nature. Perhaps even a mindless one. But as the sound of dust and sand kind of hitting the different tarps that you've kind of pulled over yourselves, and the rushing of the wind for those of you who don't have tarps or anything to kind of shield yourselves and protect yourselves with, as it all begins to die down and return to the same calm lands of what you have heard the Slayers refer to it as the echo, a small mirror, a small reflection or a fraction of the world outside, the one that they came from. As it returns to the natural state of the echo, Eventually, one or two of them will kind of peek out, look, and the Duat creature is nowhere to be seen.
Wow. That was scary.
Everyone's
I
safe.
thought you people said this thing avoided rocky outcroppings like this.
It
Well,
usually
obviously-
does.
It followed us here. That's why.
We should probably be more careful when we send out people fishing.
Or anything.
True. Or anything.
You know, there is that underground place. I feel like that's probably the safest place from that.
I
that
was
thing.
thinking the same
The spider
thing.
place?
What
Yeah, that
underground?
under.
What underground place?
The
Or would
spider-
you have
we
shared this
went-
with them?
When we
well,
went into the
they
cave with the
were-
spiders, we found this elevator to a place down below.
Oh.
Kind of Underdark-like.
Yeah.
Lots of mushrooms. Lots of mushrooms, completely abandoned. Looked like it was a home for giants once. Tsubaki showed a picture.
Yep. Well, a somewhat interpretation.
But we encountered nothing down there. No
In a
people,
minute.
no animals. It looks abandoned.
Ace is gonna look at the picture again.
It's the one in chat.
No, like he's gonna look at it because didn't you say it was blue? The color was blue. And
Well-
does it look like what I just saw?
No.
Dang it!
Very much no. You can tell. I mean, the rest of it seems similar, but the head, that is the distinct difference between the creature that is in the drawing, distinctly pronged, long and extended. This one was much more humanoid, much more squat, much more like a human. Human sized, human proportioned, everything.
Do what?
Yes, the Duat. It seems like it had enough mass and material within it to maybe appear as though it was that big, that tall. But that's not the way it normally travels. That's not the way it normally appears. But if it needed to like disguise itself as something that's 8, 9, 15 feet tall, it could.
Well, it was not this.
Yeah, we found that yesterday, or 2 days ago, or something like that.
Yep.
Is the sandstorm still going?
It's gone.
But is it like in the distance? Can we see?
Nope. It just completely disappeared.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Can I send Aristotle up? See if anything from the air or from the above angle has changed.
Absolutely.
I shall.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a perception through Aristotle.
Doke. That is a 17.
Okay. As you kind of look up and around and through the map and check your map kind of periodically, yeah. One of the barriers that was somewhat close to camp where everything started to reflect and refract is no longer there.
Oh.
And it seems like maybe it was even pushed back significantly farther over some of the other dunes. It's still the same pattern, but it has shifted greatly.
I will mention that to everyone. Like, it appears with the sandstorm, a great shift has happened within the environment of our prism, you could call it.
Yes.
Go on.
That is all I know for now. It appears that parts of uh, the map have shifted, that it may have been gone or at least pushed all the way. So here's the original map here. This is how we had it laid out. And this, and I like sketch part of the map off and like readjust to what it looks like now, is what it looks like now. It has changed. Has it changed in the direction the sandstorm came from, or went to, or not connected at all?
The direction it was going.
Okay. It is from where the sandstorm has gone. I do not know what that means as of yet. It could be that whatever was causing that sandstorm is there now, or that it physically moved part of the
Not right now.
refractions around here. I am unsure.
Interesting.
Okay.
That was a lot to take in.
Um. Uh. Should I tell the group? The duo thingy I kind of liked behind earlier, and the duo thingy was kind of close.
Yeah, we were worried about that.
I saw lightnings and a little. I mean, big or little.
Medium size, like maybe about the size of like a softball or something like that, right in the
Okay,
center.
I'm gonna make like a little shape with my hand.
Okay.
This big
Gotcha.
of a blue orb in the middle.
I think we know what its true form is then.
I assume that is his true form. It was trying to trick me by being a random person. I don't know. It was a stranger. But it was kind of dumb.
Insight check that.
Me?
Oh yeah, I'm insight checking you.
Insight check. I don't know.
I'm doing it against you, so, and that's a 21. So does Zagra tell you're kind of lying and you probably knew the person, but they're dead?
I mean, yeah, they're dead. I mean, everyone I know is dead. But no, it was actually I'm still lying.
Go ahead and roll me your choice of persuasion or deception.
Ew.
Zace. Actually, for the sake of it, go ahead and roll persuasion.
Where's persuasion?
Oh, right, that doesn't exist. Go ahead and roll presence.
No. Have any charisma? 11.
Again?
Yeah, none of my characters have charisma so far. Next
Okay.
one will.
I have tons of charisma.
Zagra, you see that Zace is uncertain. They might have forgotten the look of a face in time, but there is an element of honesty. But it's still a little sketchy to you.
Yeah.
If it's a lie, it's based in truth. If it's a truth, it's shrouded in perhaps some lies.
As they should be? Question mark?
I don't know. That's up to your characters to decide.
I mean, everybody's got their secrets. I mean, who are we to judge anyone? I sure as know you don't know everything about me.
So what's the plan?
Well, the duo is definitely trying to trick people to thinking that the person is the person. So you just gotta not be tricked by the illusion. I mean, I I don't know. Sometimes it can be strong if it's someone that you know. But think about it. There's no one else here. We are alone. How would this person come here?
Well, but if we just distrusted everyone here, we would never have found you guys, or we wouldn't have trusted you guys.
True.
But you guys are not like in a sand store.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair.
Well, I'm gonna trust you until I can't trust you anymore. That's kind of how my logic works.
We could
I
try
suppose we
following.
just continue as normal. Maybe hope that it, in that passing, it hasn't figured out that this is where we're camping out at, because that could be very bad.
We
But
could
if so, there's a place we can move to.
Claire.
Yeah.
There's a place we could relocate pretty much at this moment, in fact.
We could also try following it.
I agree with that.
It might lead somewhere. If this place really is refractions on itself, it might be that this thing comes and goes. Do you know 100% whether it stays here all of the time, or if it has times where it seems to disappear?
I mean, it moves around at different places, paces, and intervals. There's the large archway spire areas that
Oh,
we see it much more frequently around.
we also noted that there's stuff down in the caves that we found today. Like lots of writing. There's houses. They look to belong to a species of somewhat larger beings.
Yeah, I told them about that.
Yep.
Mm. Yes, I too know about this. Yes, I was there.
Yes,
Oh,
you.
yes, you know that.
But I personally think that relocating camp in there would probably be our best
I feel
move.
the exact same way.
Because I don't think the Duats. Granted, we haven't fully explored it. Maybe there's a tunnel that'll work its way from there to the surface that we don't know of yet. But I haven't. I feel like in there, instead of out here in the open, would be better. Especially since it might know that people are camping out in this exact spot now.
There's also a lot of mushrooms down there that could be our food, so we don't have to go
Yep.
out to the fishing spot. And
Fishing spot could still be a source of water.
yeah.
We could still come back up for things. We just.
Yes.
I mean, we
The
would
way
need.
down is echo shards.
Yeah, we would also need a lot of torches.
Or
I mean-
somebody could learn some magic.
I can,
Or if they're of species that have dark vision.
I do have dark vision. I forgot that.
if needed, I can light the way. Also, if we need echo shards, did we not pass by a large
I
supply of them?
picked up a bunch of them.
You can also reuse them
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
for
good.
this lift.
Yes,
When you
I-
keep
I
saying
was- I-
echo shards, the rest of the camp kind of looks confused, as that's kind of a colloquialism.
I'm
We
also confused.
we show them what we're talking about.
The crystals we picked up on the way here.
Oh, those.
I-
And you, in conversation and just kind of clearing the air, you find out that they refer to them as Hassa, which is
the thing with the German thing.
yes, H ash, the German S thing, and then the A, Hassa, which, yeah, just for the sake of it. It is in the word area, but let me just go ahead and copy and paste it back into chat. Yeah, but at the same time, cool. Okay. Isaiah will also let you know that that's based on an already word.
That
It-
means
it essentially why can't I speak right now? I'm sorry. It
Alright.
essentially means soul shard. It's what he had found in the one cave where the light had led him. Like they know about it, but it's weird and something to kind of be wary of. It's an omen, usually a bad one.
Hmm.
Great.
Still, nevertheless, so let's pack up and get going. Or at least the first light or whatever.
Or at least start exploring the area more.
Yeah, you guys, you've
Because
been living
I
here
get
for
that.
so long.
Yeah.
There's no. You did not know about the spiders or the brats.
Or the thing.
We knew about spiders. Occasionally we find a couple rats. They're a bit more scarce since we've been hunting them for a while, and you have to keep going further and further to find more.
Well, if you know what we could do, we could start breeding rats and feeding them mushrooms, not the crazy mushrooms, but the
Yes,
regular
please.
ones.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
Oh,
Last time when I said to keep a couple rats alive.
remember, there's the other place with more nearby, so maybe we can catch them next time.
That's true. I wanna go there.
Okay.
Um, would you have shared the journal with them that you had found, or just kind of just the briefings of it?
Oh, I assumed that that was like when it was brought back to camp, we sort of showed everything. Like I wasn't hiding it from anyone.
Gotcha. I was just wanting to make sure, like, if you would just like give them an overview or let them had it and look through it. And
Yeah,
okay,
that's fine.
You let them look through it.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I mean, I've gotten most of what I can from it. I still would like to research it a little bit, but I've literally torn a page out for a spell.
fair enough. Yeah, no, I was just wanting to make sure that they had the information in there too. So if they wanted to act on it,
Totally. I mean, as of right now, it can only deter us. At least in my slash Catch's mind, it would only be like negative to keep things from each other at this point.
Mhm.
Building distrust can lead to danger, especially with a monster that can manipulate perception.
that's completely fair to say.
Yes.
They will agree with you. It takes a little bit of convincing and kind of persuading and discussion, but they will kind of pull together the things that they have, and probably using some of the hides that you pulled off of the spiders, these large chitinous hides and such, be able to use them as a sort of sled behind them to load up with rations and supplies and like different pieces of not really wood, but once again more of this sort of petrified fungal stem that they've been burning, and begin the process of relocating down towards where where you find the elevator.
That's
Cool.
I will lead everyone. So, everyone, let's go.
Let's go.
Yep.
Will someone roll me a d12, please?
Okay.
Oh no.
Sounds kind of scary.
I can do it if no one else.
I got a 12.
Okay.
Do we
Yay.
what high?
I don't
Hey.
know. High could be bad or good. So if it's good, it's really good. If it's bad, it's going to be really bad. Andrew likes to flip the numbers on us.
I like to
that's
make
why
it so
I
that
asked.
it's impossible to tell whether it's good or bad.
I'm scared.
Yep.
But let's
what
just
I'm
see what
thinking.
happens.
Go ahead and roll me
Uh-oh. Desi. Uh-oh.
a d6, please.
All of us or just Desi?
Just Desi.
Gotcha.
I got a 6.
Uh-oh. Desi. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Be really
Okay,
good.
that's
Be
definitely
really
bad.
good. Be really good.
I think you were generating how many of a thing there are.
I hope not.
I hope not.
I
Maybe
hope-
it's 6 of a good thing.
Oh,
It could be. I'll give you that.
I'm
There.
going to, like, as we're moving, I'm going to ritual cast Tensar's floating disc to help packing and moving.
Okay.
Just
Ketch.
help everyone out.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Will do.
Am I back to normal yet?
Nat 20
Yes.
plus 2.
Cool.
Okay.
I got the sparkly and everything.
Nice. So you are able to make your way towards the cave with no issue.
What do I see with
Oh.
my orcish eyes?
Okay, we're in the cave with no issue.
I did not say that.
I did not say
You
that.
right.
Shh.
You right.
Just keep your perceptions to yourself until he asks you for it.
As you're approaching the mouth of the cave, you feel the wind immediately upon you.
Crap.
Run.
As Ketch, you see one of the large you start to recognize the pattern as you even get closer and closer to it, as one of the ripple-like barriers immediately moves in another direction, and swirling winds of dust and sand are all around you.
Well,
That's a 12.
12
Run.
and then an added 6.
The
I'll
6 was
stay-
for when it would happen.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I'll stay in the back, making sure everyone is going okay.
Is it coming at us right now? Is Alton the burial there, and then Stan just?
It's probably about 50 feet away from you
Oh,
and
interesting.
approaching.
Everyone get going.
Well, I think keep going might not be the best idea as of now. I don't know. What is the general consensus of everyone else who is here?
They
Get in
are
the cave as quickly as
scared.
possible.
Yeah.
Isn't it coming from the cave?
Nope, it's
No.
coming towards the cave.
Someone's gonna say, everyone get going. Go.
Never mind. Let's go. I thought it was coming from the cave. I misunderstood you.
I'm going to count everyone and make sure everyone gets in. Is
Okay.
everyone in?
Yeah, we're dash into the cave.
Ketch, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
I hope
Yikes.
good one.
10 even.
Did you just say 10?
Yes, 10 even.
Okay. Can you also roll me just a straight d20?
Yes, I can indeed. That is a 17.
Okay. You feel a small pain kind of run through your body, right along each of the nerves, and just kind of almost sparkling a little bit at the ends. And as you look kind of into the storm, it seems tall, lanky, long and spindly, with limbs that almost seem to detach and
Oh,
reattach
shit.
all together at once.
Oh,
Oh
God.
shit!
A
Oh
long,
going on?
shit!
pointy
Wait,
head
what's
kind
going
It
of
looks
seems
like the
to
picture.
Oh,
seems to kind of angle upward and kind of towards you, looking as long, kind of spirally tendrils at the back of it seem to curl and twist around each other. It seems to be staring directly at you, and you feel every nerve in your body on fire.
could I help? Could I help? Could I help?
Yeah, I mean,
Catch.
Catch can move as normal. It's just like, oh crap, what the hell is this?
Catch.
Uh,
Catch. Keep moving. Don't look at it.
Run!
Catch,
Run!
run.
I'm going to what I'm gonna wait to see what it's doing.
It's
I'll
continuing to
stand by you.
approach. It doesn't seem to be walking or anything. Its legs don't seem to be moving, or at least the lanky parts that appear to be legs. It just seems to kind of be floating in your general direction. It reaches out one of its arms, long. It extends almost to maybe a 15 feet in length, and just outstretched and extended towards you as almost to be a handshake.
Catch. Do not hold the hand. Catch. I'm standing next to you. I'm holding. I'm gonna hold my spear.
Are
It's
you,
like-
though? Didn't you run to the cave?
I said I was standing in the back of the group.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Started say.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold the spear
going
like in
to
between.
slowly stretch out my hand.
Okay. As you do, and it's almost like it's sort of like that Adam and God portrait reaching out. Like they're both reaching out, but it slowly just continues to grow closer, reaching out towards you, closer and closer, and you begin to feel like your feet are heavy.
Can I cast a spell on myself?
Sure.
Can I cast Cause Fear on myself?
Okay.
Oh.
I
Okay.
too wish to cast a spell.
Okay.
There is, do I have it? Nope. Thought I had Speak to Plants. Never mind.
You cast Cause Fear on yourself.
And I'm going to fail the saving throw.
Okay. One moment. As you do this, this is going to spend an orrery, but you seem to watch as the sands around you begin to twirl in a small purplish light like you had before. And they seem to almost be sucked into the Duat creature. You voluntarily fail, but I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
I'm here for you. I'm standing right next to you. Once you feel better, I will take your body and run.
Saving throw?
Yep.
That's a 4.
Okay. For a split second, the nerves that are holding you immediately seem to break, and the kind of searing tingling pain that is running through them just stops, and you feel almost back in your own body and back in your own mind, and you feel nothing but the urge to run.
I'm going to follow that urge.
Okay. And you hurry into the cave, and
I'll come
Tsubaki,
out.
what spell were you casting? Or did you say you were going to cast a spell? Or
Tobacco's
I
gonna
think
speak
she
to plants.
doesn't have it. She wanted to cast Speak
Yeah.
with Plants.
gotcha.
Yep. Just thinking fungus might work.
But yes, Ketch, you are able to make it into the cave, following Zace, and it seems as though when the epicenter, the eye of the storm, approaches towards the cave, it doesn't enter, but you hear the howling winds, the hungry winds, sending just cold shivers down all of your spines as it seems to almost suck out the air from the cave before eventually it's gone.
Are my feet still stone, I assume?
No. As you eventually break away, you do. The effect does not stay.
Fair.
That's how you say it, right?
Yeah, it works. Anything works. You can say anything. I'd be like, yeah. I'm going to just, as we like get into the cave, just and get to like a respite period, just like a place to sit down or something. I'm just going to lightly, or probably heavily, just rub my feet and rub my temples.
I'm gonna like catch on the side. Are you okay? I'm
You
at your
two
side.
okay?
That was a little bit closer than comfort, I would say.
We saw the picture of that thing down in the cave.
No, you didn't. Only Ketch saw that.
Oh, didn't
See,
we?
To the rest of you, it was just a humanoid figure,
We
blank
didn't
and
see the
faceless.
duat.
Oh.
It
Only
seemed
Ketch saw that thing.
Oh.
Just like, look at this.
that experiencing that firsthand is much different than it being described, I will admit. Um,
Are you
oh,
okay?
I just feel very nauseous right now.
Um, there is no harm in having a rest. Everyone should get going to the cave.
I can keep going. I should be fine. It's just
Let's
a lot.
get to the city.
Yeah, the city.
Agreed.
This way. And I do the thing.
You do the thing.
We do the thing.
You place the shard in a little bit forcefully. You see it kind of pulse, and the runic circles and the swirling pattern lights up on the floor. The small circle at the center, about 5 foot in diameter, depresses about an inch into the ground, and the whole thing begins to slowly lower deeper and deeper into the ground.
How are they reacting to this?
They are weirded out, but the fact that you guys are so calm about it gives a sense of comfort, like this is what's supposed to happen kind of thing. But it's
Gotcha.
They are not at the complete calmest of their minds. Like, this is still super weird.
Fair enough.
But eventually the 10 and 15 minutes pass, somewhere in that range roughly. It's hard to gauge time here, but it eventually slows, and you hear the grinding of stone as it all flattens out back into a disc on the ground. The lights fade, and you are in complete darkness once more.
Question:
That-
Are torches single use?
Sorry?
Are torches single use?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. I'll relight my torch.
Okay. Yeah, no, if you specifically lose your torch, or it becomes, too short and stubby to use, then you eventually will expend it, but
they're multi-use.
yes, for what you've been using them for,
Gotcha.
they are multi-use. They are not completely burned out.
Also, can I ask
Okay,
a
cool.
question?
I'll relight my torch.
Catch?
Can I ask a question about how you rule create bonfire?
Create
Like,
bonfire?
can create bonfire? It can like burn things, right? But can it like also light things? Like, can it start fires technically, or is it like magic flame and it doesn't?
I'm willing to say if you create the bonfire with the intent to have it catch things on fire, you can have it be the source or the epicenter of that fire.
Okay.
But if you don't intend for it to, or you just intend for it to be like a campfire, you can have it in a way that it's not going to, or that it's insanely less likely to. You can basically create this with a stone ring around it or without.
Gotcha. Okay. I was just wondering. I'm not planning on doing anything right now, but it was something that might come in handy later for dark caves. Say if there's like oil on the ground, I don't want to be like, oh, create bonfire.
Yeah, it's all good. So as you kind of lighting up torches and beginning to set things down, and
I forgot I have dark vision.
yep, which means I believe you can see up to 60 feet in grayscale.
Yep.
Same here.
So yeah, this is a large kind of pavilion sort of place, a large area where there's steps that lead up to it, and then there are large archways that kind of circle their way around this elevator shaft almost. Um, and kind of from where the elevator breaks into the stone and lands, you see this like network of fungal patterns. A sort of light gray, almost petrified in nature, that just seems to hold everything together as sand and clay, give it form. So it's almost like looking at a village that's made up of one large network that all seem to grow out of the streets, but with the intent and collaborated efforts to fill in the gaps.
Does it look built or dug out?
It looks built.
Perhaps grown?
Grown
Might
would
be
be
a
a
good
good
way to
word
put
to
it.
it, yes.
Sure.
There is
Everything's
nothing
made of
about this that
fungus.
came out in a fully man-made structure. Like there was almost an alliance or an agreement between how the fungus was going to grow and how the city was ending up going to look.
I think Tsubaki could tell you that.
Yeah, I've been to something like this before. People make stuff out of mushrooms down in deep caves. Gnome culture and dwarf culture both have things like this in them a lot.
Feywild culture? Question mark?
Probably.
Probably not.
There are some elements.
I have been to many elaborate places in the world, I assure you.
I was asking Andrew.
Oh, I thought you were asking Subaki.
It's okay. Tsubaki can absolutely have an answer.
I am quite worldly.
Feywild stuff, not in any of the places you had been to, but it's not unreasonable to consider. But yes, you're able to kind of find places to set up. How far away from the lift are you going to be?
Oh, not far at all.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend us setting up camp around the lift and then maybe explore as we go. Maybe find a way to light the place up.
Yes. There you
go. Okay.
So, about the architecture of the city, I don't know if we explored this before or anything, but does it look like each building has specific uses? Are they all like live-in
Mostly
buildings? Is there, like...
domesticated stuff.
Okay, is there a section that has more like factory, a library, a town hall sort of looking?
Nothing of the sort.
Okay. Well,
it seems mostly residential. And even then, it's kind of odd in the way that it's structured, like everything's individual, but it feeds into this very maze-like, mycelial, natural pattern that everything kind of seems to grow out from one another. It almost feels weird that each of these homes are their own separate nodes.
Well, what is everyone's running theory at the moment, as far as what this place is?
Not really sure. I definitely believe something lived down here at some point, but it doesn't seem like they did anything else down here but living. As far as we've discovered so far.
Dave? Degra?
Hello?
Abandoned civilization. that used to live here, perhaps?
That's also what I think.
My running theory is hive mind.
Oh.
Oh.
Interesting.
I mean, if say because it is all residential, it wouldn't necessarily be a civilization. Those things have different types of buildings. Where
Yeah.
hive mind wouldn't necessarily need to have a place for meeting because all knowledge would be known to them. Um, there's also the possibility of inorganic structure, like something not quite sentient, like say something designed to. Does everyone know worker ants?
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
It could also be that, but on a larger scale, something that has enough brain power to create structures, but not have complex conversations. Uh, those are the running theories at the moment, at least for me. What about you? And I point or I ask just whoever's next to me who's not in our direct group.
Gotcha. They
They're
are
being here the first time.
yes.
Yeah, getting a new perspective and all that.
Um, I definitely like the idea of it being some sort of colony. Yes, insectoid kind of makes sense. Um, from the illustration that you showed us, it seems like maybe those are on the top of their heads are antennas of some sort. Maybe that's how they communicate. They brush past it with each other, and maybe they came down here to hide or to harvest, or sorry, no, to hide. And if they go out, they have to harvest and keep eyes away from the Duat creature.
Then the next question arises: what happened?
True. Because if I don't know.
That's a good question.
Hmm.
Can I don't know if I did this before when you were manager, but do any of the structures have anything in them of significance, or does like looking through one reveal like anything?
Nothing horribly unusual. It's sort of like a residential humanoid abode, but it's once again very small and compact, like a very small dorm room. But everything is larger. Like the door frames are for the 15, 20 feet tall, sorry, 12, 15 feet tall. Um, Everything is a little bit scaled up similarly.
And I'm sorry if you mentioned this, but what is this made out of?
Like a stone and like not quite a stone, but more like a composite sand and stone mixed with some clay bits. It's a very non-uniform mix that's all around here, and it seems like each individual area is supported by this branching fungal structure that curves and makes its way through a sort of lattice way, and it seems as though either it was all done at kind of the same time, or the fungus structure was grown specifically in this shape, and they kind of filled in the blanks. So there was definitely concerted intelligence, one way or another, to do this and to not have any sort of cut marks or visible signs of scarring of where the mushrooms and fungal network had grown in the wrong way. Everything seems intentionally done and intentionally minimal.
Then can I take out one of my javelin and just start chipping at some of the stone work and see if there's anything underneath it per se, or if it cracks or
Yep.
tears apart in any specific way.
You can start to kind of chip away at it, and the bits that are held together by compressed sand will start to flake away, and you'll get a couple pebbles here and there, but eventually you'll come to another rooty kind of vine bit that grows up from the same fungal area, and everything is connected, but you can start to kind of carve out different pockets, and yeah.
Okay, okay. That is interesting.
Everything's grown together almost.
Yeah, grown and then like has a layer that just sort of emits from it or draws in sand and stone to it or something.
Like it was sort of packed. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. And there's not necessarily, like, between the two pieces of the fungal network that you find, they're not connected necessarily. There's like a small gap where there'd be more sand and dirt and stone and just kind of everything all combined, and it's just this giant mishmash of material.
Gotcha. Okay. So like it's not just a giant fungal network that like is all one thing. It like there's parts of it that are separated, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. You're not taking okay. Anyone else want to do anything?
No, I'm good.
I think I'm good for now.
I'm also good.
Yeah. But you are able to kind of take stock here, keep rest, set up camp for what you've brought.
I'm in the clearing. I'm just going to like where everyone seems to.
Did you see all the stuff we got from the spiders?
Who are you talking to?
You.
Oh,
You?
me? Wasn't I there?
Yes.
Yeah, you were there.
Oh, yeah.
But did you,
Yeah,
Jacob.
but
Jacob,
the list.
see all the stuff?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I did see that in chat. Yeah. The blood vials, a lot of them. Hides, poison vials, ethereal spindles. Not sure what that means.
Thread.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah,
Spools
I
of
saw
thread.
that.
Specifically, like the thread organ,
Thread organ?
like on a spider.
Oh, yes. Sorry. I thought you meant there was another thing. But yeah, I got that.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm just going to, in the center of people where people are starting to set up, I'm going to create bonfire. I'm kind of using the create bonfire thing as sort of a workout for my wizard stuff to basically recast this every 5 minutes is sort of like flexing a muscle.
Mhm. You are absolutely able to do that, and yeah, just flexing the mental muscle, kind of getting used to casting, having a good understanding of how it all works, feeling confident with this power that you have learned and developed. And if there's nothing else, we can begin night. Or at least rest watches, since you are now completely isolated from the sky. You do not know if it's day or night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay.
So watches.
Yeah.
I'll take one.
Okay.
I'll take a watch since I couldn't the last couple of times.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't mind taking a watch.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead and roll me perception checks for each of your watches. So first watch of Zace.
Okay, perception check. Like, 14.
Okay. The watch passes uneventfully. It is
Oh,
once
My
again.
turn?
It's there's the sense of it being a more static temperature. It's a little
Warmer?
bit warm, but it's still completely
that
separate.
sounds nice.
Mhm. Okay. Tsubaki for watch 2.
16.
Okay. Same thing. Catch for watch 3.
21.
21. Exact same.
Okay.
However, I should mention
Uh-oh.
Exact same. Except,
during the other watches, Catch, as you're sleeping, your mind kind of goes to another place. It seems to kind of extend outward from yourself and kind of wander about through this city. Nothing horribly unusual, but just floating distantly away from yourself, just moving in and out, in between the buildings, wandering along the roads. You don't really feel anything one way or another, just kind of floating right along, right around. You enter a couple places, looking around at different things, kind of reaching out towards the walls, feeling, well, but not, you getting no sensation from it, just kind of moving your hand along the walls. And as you're kind of thinking and just experiencing this land, you think out for a second, and as you're kind of looking around through the structures, you see like a small piece of paper with the spiraling writing on it, and you kind of begin to trace it. And you look down at 3 long spidery fingers, and then that's immediately when you wake up for your shift.
Catch! Catch! Wake up!
yes, I'm awake.
It's your turn.
Oh, yeah. Have a good rest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sit up.
Mm-hmm.
Through the watch, I'm going to do some experimenting, just between stuff, just try to keep myself company.
Okay.
Like, trying bonfire, but making it really small. Seeing if I can make it not burn things and just make it light. Stuff like that.
Yeah, you can definitely like have the bonfire just be embers if you would like. You could have it being a raging torrent of fire if you'd like.
Interesting. Okay. And I think the last thing I do before the end of my shift, I'm just going to touch the ground and cast Identify.
Okay. Interesting. Identify. Go ahead and roll me a check with your intelligence modifier. Just an intelligence check.
Gotcha. I have a really good intelligence modifier, I swear, but I got an 8.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, specifically, go ahead and roll me a second intelligence check.
Gotcha. Specifically, a lot better, 19.
Okay.
Need a third? I can keep doing these all day.
No. Just piecing everything together. Okay. You get a word in your mind. It is, in fact, the second to last word in the word bank list. Rakdara. RAK''DHARRA.
What is this word bank, by the way?
Oh, I put it up a little bit just so I would be able to copy and
Oh,
paste for
okay.
myself.
Gotcha. Sorry, I thought this was a thing. Gotcha.
So it was just so I didn't have to copy and paste weird characters or try and find a way to copy it.
Understood. I think I'm just going to sort of repeat that word to myself for a bit as like people are waking up, and I cast the bonfire again as people are getting ready for morning breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Get some rat soup going.
Okay. You're able to kind of set up a small spit using some of the pieces of petrified stem that you've collected over around and get some rats on spits and
Mushrooms and make it a whole thing out of it.
oh yeah, this is the fanciest rat stew and mushrooms that you've had in a while.
Yum.
Oh,
Not the worst I've ever had. Not the best, definitely.
I put my heart and love into this.
Okay. Anyways,
aren't you still muttering to yourself?
Yeah. I'm just sort of muttering, just trying to think. I'm basically trying to go through all dictionary words, in my head from multiple languages, trying to see if it means anything.
The answer is no.
Yeah.
Well, wait, what languages do you speak?
Oh, probably nothing that will help. Just common, giant, and orc.
Yeah, none of them.
I'm a trilinguist, you could say.
It doesn't even share any of the same grammatical structures as any of those languages.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, for keeping forgetting. What is the other party's name? I'm horrible with names.
They kind of dubbed themselves the Slayers of Duat.
Gotcha. And like, what is their individual names?
Cossack, Mavith, Isaiah, Gemma, and I hang on, I'm blanking the last one.
That was say thing.
I think Andrew might have cut out on us.
Oh no.
Maybe.
Can you hear me now?
Did
looks
it
like I'm still
happen
connected.
again?
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Andrew?
Oh, Andrew, it looks like you had an accident.
My Wi-Fi says it's connected.
Not the case.
Yeah. Or is it just an elaborate ruse from Andrew to keep us on guard?
No. It's
Technical difficulties.
yes, entirely.
That's exactly what Andrew would say.
Mm-hmm. But the names are Cossack, Mavith, Isaiah, Zeri, and Gemma.
Got it. And Gemma was the one?
Yep.
And Gemma was the one who like told us the word Hiba or Hibe, right?
Hassa?
Hasa, yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to
Well, no,
ask...
sorry, that was yeah. Gemma is from the same kind of culture as Isaiah, but they are from different locations. So they have slightly different words for things, but that is one that they have in common.
Gotcha. In that case, I'll ask Isaiah because that was the one who was talking before.
I too want to study this language. I'm starting to make a running chart of all the different signs I've been listening or watching, and I too want to take a crack at trying to understand this language.
I'm gonna ask them if Rakdar means anything. Then
They have never heard the word before.
understood. I'm just going to start writing in my book still, just trying to figure things out. Also spending some time trying to figure out the oh drat, I lost it.
Oh.
The one spell in the book that I haven't completed yet. That's 30 something percent done.
Oh, gotcha. Go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check.
Gotcha. Oh, excuse me. Intelligence check. That
You
is
know-
a nat 20. Hey, heck yeah.
Okay.
Second one of the night.
I believe we
feeling
said it was 35% there, so you are able to get about halfway, so 55%.
55. Heck yeah. Okay.
So
Heck yeah.
I would like to go around and explore this cave a lot better. Maybe to see if there's a way to light it up, or see if there's a way
Oh,
to tell.
yes.
So let's explore the cave and see what's going on in here. If there's any other
Yes.
buildings or useful items, heck, you know.
Why don't we go in maybe a different direction than we did last time?
Yep.
Just to switch it up.
Sounds good to me.
I pick a new direction.
Okay.
I'll happily come along as well. We're-
As you're kind of
Alright.
making your way along, I would like everyone to make an investigation check. Or perception, your choice.
Which one's better?
Mine's the same.
Mine's
Exactly the
perception.
same.
Investigation.
Mm-hmm.
I got an 18.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I got a 14.
that's a 6.
Catch?
Oh, sorry. I didn't. Sure. Yeah.
Didn't-
I wasn't sure if I was in that. Sorry. 14.
Okay. So Zace would be the first one to find. As you're kind of going around and looking, once again, it's more of these residential kind of small buildings.
Mm-hmm.
But you do eventually start to see there being some dodecahedron style orbs, almost like a thatch that kind of builds around into holding almost like a pig's bladder or something, very solid but squishy, almost like a balloon style texture on the inside.
Mhm.
And inside of it, you can see that there's kind of a little bit of a water. And even further down at the bottom of it, it gets even darker, and there's kind of like a sand. There's a couple of these scattered around, just kind of off to the sides of the street, and the
That's
viney ground
interesting.
doesn't start to envelop or wind around it.
That's interesting.
Yeah. What is a dodecahedron?
It's a shape like a.
It's a D12.
I think 12. Yeah. I was gonna say-
12-sided 3D shape.
Oh, okay.
It's a D12 in D&D die.
Okay.
Like it was.
So it's a dodecahedron of water.
Yes. Inside of this kind of like balloon-like material.
Can I touch it?
Sure.
I
It's a
want to
little
touch it.
It's a little squishy.
Ah, it's so squishy.
His
Uh,
name is Squishy.
I'm gonna do something, and this might come back to bite us.
Are you gonna poke it? Are you gonna poke it?
I'm gonna prick it.
Very
Okay.
small needle, please.
Wait. Can I? If
Um,
you prick it, could I put my like a little? I have a water skin, which is a water cup I found out. Could I put it under it so I can like grab the water?
maybe not something you drink out of, just in case
Well,
this
we
isn't
can get it
actually water.
identified.
But if you have like a vial or something, I mean, after all, we did just have 45 vials, basically. So,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, like a vial, please.
Okay, I'll use a
Like-
file.
All right, I'd like to use one of my darts to prick it. I think that'd be the smallest point.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay.
This is a low DC.
Okay. See, 14.
Okay. You stick your dart in, and you can see that the moist bladder on the inside definitely begins to deflate, and kind of water begins to kind of rush out of the point. The outside dodecahedron frame stays, but yes, it does. The inside bladder does deflate.
Bladder. Okay, I grabbed the water or whatever.
I hate the
Okay.
term wet bladder.
I don't
I
like that
think
sound.
bladder is just another word he's using for something you fill with a liquid.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I understand
I
that.
know.
It's just, it sounds
But
unappealing.
it doesn't make it any better.
Yeah.
It's a moist, wet bladder.
Well, I grabbed the water. I'm gonna catch it.
Okay. You're able to. It's cold to the touch.
I don't know what
Can't
to do.
identify.
Someone identify.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a candle I have in my bag, light it, and then paste over the hole so it doesn't all drain out at once.
With like dripped wax or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. You're able to light up the candle and drip some wax onto it, and it is now a partially deflated bladder.
Yeah or no?
Okay, let's find out what the water is, and then we can catch up some more.
Yes.
If something useful.
Catch, identify, just make sure.
Anyone want to taste it or something?
I can do that. Before
Might be
we
pee.
taste
If it's
that,
not water, taste could be bad.
give me 10 minutes. I need to do some things.
Ritually
wait.
cast it.
Yeah. Rather not waste a spell.
I completely get it.
Okay,
Uh,
sure.
It's water.
It's water?
Okay.
I'm the first one to drink it.
It's my vial.
Wait, it is poisoned!
Joke's on you, I've already been poisoned.
My
Drop's
water.
dead.
Hey,
My
you got a water source out here. That's great.
Yay!
I touch the water just with my finger real quick at the end of the ritual, and it is 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen. Wait, no, reverse that. No, and I fade out in the black.
That is
Oh.
water. 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
was
Okay.
We have water. That is
Okay,
good.
cool.
and then can I also ritually cast on the stack on the bladder?
Okay.
Is it like floating? Does it have like a stem?
It seems it's like it's almost like a translucent playground ball. It has kind of an odd texture to the outside.
Okay,
and you can
so
see-
they're on the ground.
Yes.
That we're
And you can see a
Okay.
couple areas where it's tied off. So might have been like a stomach or blown up intestine of some sort.
So okay. Okay. Anyways, yeah.
It's getting worse.
The description is getting worse.
We inside a body or something.
No. But whatever.
Is it a
was,
body?
truth be told, it does not seem like the things that live down here were like us, maybe. So maybe it's okay, you know. Maybe it's
It
okay.
seems safe, so
You know
that's
what?
fine.
You know what? I'm drinking out of worse things.
I have no opinion on it. It is water source. I have probably drank out of a bunch of questionable water sources.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, not gonna question it. Just gonna accept it and move past this.
Okay.
Okay.
Shall we keep going?
Yep.
And
Found
once
water.
again, there are several of these that kind of line the streets, just kind of left around and kind of rocked up against sides of houses.
Well, maybe they're just like water storage. I mean, if there's one for every house,
There's not.
maybe it's. Well, okay. Well, anyways, there's several of them. It could be some sort of water storage system. Whatever.
It could be like a fungus, another kind of a fungus variety.
I mean, it brings water. Both fungus and plants bring water up through their roots and store it sometimes. So maybe it's just a way the plants store things. Anyways, let's keep
Anyways,
exploring.
let's move on.
Okay. You kind of continue making your way around, and
Can I be like trying to map out the place as we go?
sure. Go ahead and roll me a navigation check with advantage if you have cartography tools.
Also, I will
Yep.
be right back.
Okay.
Mhm.
Navigation. That'll be a 13.
Andrew,
Yep.
did you get her?
13
Yes, I did.
on.
Sorry, I was munching on a Dorito.
It's
Okay, fair enough.
It's understandable.
Okay. 13.
Yeah.
You're able to get a general pattern. It's not the most to scale, but it's pretty reasonable. It seems like they all kind of start to swirl and spiral and loop in on each other. Like, as far as the roads go, it's branching off into different networks and directions. Like, you could probably squeeze through in between houses and start to find different rows of them. It
Okay.
seems like a place that is... Like, the main roads are very easy to navigate, but if you get off of them, it becomes incredibly difficult.
Okay, noted.
Okay.
It's
Do we
almost
find-
fractal.
Okay. Do we
Gotcha.
find any more structures that are different? Do we find objects? Do we find, is there anything else along the way?
Any more weird things?
Bladders of unknown liquid?
Yes. Not the bladders of unknown liquid. But as you do continue to make your way along this winding path, eventually you do kind of find another area that's pockmarked that kind of, you see a little glint of normal dim light kind of shining through.
Ooh.
So it does lead
Ooh.
back out towards the sands.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's an interesting thing to note.
And one thing that you do note, kind of where this small pockmark is, the sands that have hit the ground are just solid black.
Oh, shit. Huh.
Okay.
So this seems to be in the location where we landed, guys. All the sands around this are black, just like in the place we were.
Oh,
Yes.
Bye, Andrew.
Oh, what, did we lose?
That
Oh.
was Jacob.
That wasn't even
Oh.
Andrew.
I thought I just heard it go off, and I'm like, oh, bye, Andrew.
Yep, my Wi-Fi is awful.
I'm back.
I'm so sorry, man.
What?
I'm apologizing for Andrew's crappy Wi-Fi that I have no
Oh.
control over.
Sorry,
I
I
mean,
thought
it's
something
okay, I
happened
guess.
to me.
To be
When you said so sorry, I'm
sympathetic.
like, what?
Well,
It's much better than at home.
we found a hole to the surface, and black sand is in the location, just like the place where we landed when we first got here.
Is it magnetic?
We don't know. You got a
We haven't
magnet?
tried.
Can we tell if it's magnetic?
Do you have a magnet?
I have metal.
Go ahead, Catch. It makes sense that you would have a magnet, like a kind of components pouch thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I'll check if it is magnetic.
It is magnetic.
Oh! Do
It is
you
magnetic.
guys know something interesting about me?
What?
What?
I have smithing abilities.
Cool.
You can make this stuff out of the magnet sand?
It's usually made of iron.
That is true. That could be fun.
Is the sand itself magnetic, or is it like attracted to, or sorry, is it? I lost it. Never mind.
Is it magnetic?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
All of us?
You all can, but Catch with advantage because he's the one with the magnet.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll be good.
First one was a 12. Second one was a 4. So I'm gonna take that 12.
Okay.
I got a. Oh wait, 13 plus 4, 17.
Okay.
I did not get it.
Okay.
I didn't roll.
Zace, then you are the one who notices.
Did
As you kind of see the small black cloud kind of rise to Catch's magnet, the mass on the ground stays the exact same. It seems as though, and then upon looking kind of closer at Catch's magnet as he is looking at the what looks like sand on it attached to it, the particles that are attached to the magnet are even finer than the sand around it, and they were kind of connected, attached to it.
Ooh.
So it's a darker, incredibly fine particle that's even finer than the sand interspersed with it.
This is not the sand. This is not. Yeah, this is not the sand that you just caught.
What do you mean?
It's thinner than the sand, and it's darker than the sand, right?
Like when you pull it up, it's almost like pulling the black particle away from the sand, and it just leaves sand in its wake.
Oh. Do I know of a material that might do this?
Go ahead and roll me nature or history, your choice, with disadvantage.
Okay. Either one. Here, I'll do one history, one nature. They're both the same.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like, well, I guess it matters what I pick. I chose history just because that was the first one I had. Disadvantage? Wow, disadvantage 18. I got a 19 and an 18.
Wow.
I had no
Yeah.
idea I knew so much about history.
1 moment, I need to go check the book.
Oh.
You got a
Oh.
much better score than
Andrew
he was
looking
expecting.
upon his tomes.
Which one?
You're not. I was about to say you're not privy to that information.
Dungeon Master's Guide for 3rd edition?
That's what.
Do, 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 do.
Do, 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 do.
He's going to come back here, and we're all doing a Jeopardy theme song slightly
That's
out of sync.
Not
what I
me.
was
I was
wondering.
doing something completely different.
Do, do,
Do,
do,
do,
do,
I have to be the odd one out. It's just how I am.
Okay, I return with information.
Hello.
Hello.
The material it is similar to that you are familiar with is called vermeil. It's typically a deep mahogany, kind of deep dark reddish brown color. Incredibly fine particulate. Usually found closer to desert regions in the south. It's often said that it's so fine that you'll occasionally catch glimpses of it as like winds blow through the area, and it kind of gets swept up and kind of makes the entire air around it seem like a deep blood red.
Huh.
Is
Did
it what is it used for anything in particular?
Yes. Vermeil is used as a way to augment magics.
Huh. Which is.
Collecting.
Ooh.
I was about to say, I'm going to start siphoning this for you.
It's also known to be incredibly toxic.
Oh, collecting with a mask.
Oh.
I'm gonna get that magnet to sort of collect more, but I'm gonna use Mage Hand to do it into one of my pouches in my component.
Okay.
You want to know what vermeil is in real life?
Hmm.
It's what they use to plate gold things with.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
How much am I able to get from a distance with Mage Hand and everything?
You're able to get, I mean, carefully. What kind of carrying containers do you have on you?
Right now I don't have much, but I can empty out my water skin, which is watertight.
I have smithing tools. Do any of those help you out?
Wait,
or-
I have a salt shaker. You want to put it in my salt shaker? It
I'm
looks like a
good.
wizard's tower.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm just worried as this material can be toxic. I do not want to accidentally salt a meat with it, or perhaps accidentally spill it.
We could probably like cover up the hole somehow.
It's fair. I think I can. I was almost out of water anyway for my water skin, so I think I'll be able to hold it in there.
It was worth a shot. I will make use out of my randomly generated tokens someday.
Oh, sorry.
But you are able to fill the container with the substance.
Amazing. Hold on. How much does the water skin hold? Actually, I'm just gonna edit the water skin so but it can hold 4 pints of liquid, so 4 pints of
Vermeil.
dust.
Yeah.
Okay. Vermeil. I got 4 pints of it.
And you do note that kind of when bringing the torch to it does have that same kind of reddish glow, though not glow, reddish look to it. It's a little darker than the standard, but yeah.
Got it. If anyone else wants some of this substance, it is used to help with magic and
I would definitely like a bag of it.
So I'm not a
I'm
magic.
good.
fair enough. Do you have a container to
I
put?
have leather pouches. that I keep different things in, I can just dump something out of it here.
Is it watertight?
Definitely.
Very well. I will pour or magnetize with the mage hand. Just be warned that this is very toxic. Do not ingest it or uh, anything by accident. If the pouch gets a tear in it, be sure to take precaution when repairing.
Okay. I can do that. I too have mage hand, so if you need it, you can use. Well, I can help you.
Yeah, totally. We two mage hands, one giant orcish hand, one small gnome hand. Uh,
We refine
collecting.
this stuff.
Okay, you are able to collect a bit of the vermeil into your carrying containers.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
Also, while I'm at it, I'm going to like after we take out all the vermeil from the magnet for Subaki and everything. I'm going to assist anyone else in the other party if they want any of it. And then I'm going to do a quick rundown, since this is sort of the stuff that looks like the thing we arrived here in. I'm going to magnet down myself,
Okay.
see if any particulates come off me or my clothes.
Not particularly.
Okay.
As you're kind of collecting this, Cossack, one of them who is from the southern reaches of the Kaimor Valon, where this is found kind of in the top or in the uppermost in the desert-like sands area of that of the region. Geez, my words are not good.
it's okay, Andrew. It's okay.
He kind of
Take a drink of water. You'll be fine.
he kind of looks towards it and just kind of spits in the ground, just completely disgusted with it. Doesn't want anything to do with it.
Fair enough. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna continue. Like after I gave the suggestion, just not make a comment.
Yeah,
Everyone has
none
their
of the Slayers will take any of it.
Okay.
Star asking the chat, are we gonna stop at like exactly 9 or sometime before? I
we
can
go
say
at 9 before?
around 9. Sorry, I had to catch myself because it's an hour delayed here, or an hour early, so it's 8. So it's 9 o'clock right now. But yeah, no,
Currently, it is pretty much exactly 8 for us.
gotcha. So yeah, no, I think unless we have any more crazy revelations, I think we should be able to call it in an hour.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to do, or just kind of continue following this pathway?
I just want to keep exploring and see what else we can find.
Yep.
Yes.
Continuing.
I mean, eventually it does just end with a rock wall. Like, go ahead and everyone roll me your choice of perception or investigation for this last
Okay.
stretch.
I'll do investigation. I'll investigate something.
15.
25. Got a 25
9.
I got a 10.
Okay.
for investigation specifically.
Okay. Wow, that's quite good. So as you kind of continue following along the path, similar to where you saw the kind of crack that led up to a little bit of skylight where the vermeil had drifted in from the outside, it eventually just kind of collapses inward, the tunnel that is, and begins to be a path outward. I know I said like it eventually ends with a rock wall, but along the way there is kind of an area that almost looks like it's clawed out. Large gaping hole. It seems just kind of raked around with sand in all sorts of different directions, just leading out to the flat desert wastes.
Give me a second.
Oh, so like a tunnel to the outside again?
Yep. But with like a lot of sand that's been poured in, just kind of filling in the
Gotcha.
gaps and everything. Before it eventually before the roadway eventually kind of continues before ending, kind of spiraling into itself too much. But you are able to look out through this area, and
I'm back.
perception checks from anyone who is willing to or wanting to.
Perception?
Yep.
What are we doing?
Perception checks.
Perception checks.
Staring out into the void. Well, no, out of the hole.
We
I
found
attack the
another
boy.
tunnel back to the desert. That's a 14.
Mm-hmm.
I got an 11.
Mm-hmm.
10 for me.
You said 10?
Yes.
Okay. Is Zace gonna roll, or are you staying back?
Oh, sorry. I got a 7.
Okay. Zagra, as you're kind of peering out over, kind of across the expansive dunes, you see like the beginnings of something kind of pulling up from in the very faint edges of the horizon. Just kind of slightly seeming to arc down, but it's almost lost in the slight haze and mist. Nothing storm-like, just more rock and structure, though a little bit more organized.
Interesting. Very interesting. Looks like...
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you please.
Looks like there might be some more structures out there, perhaps?
Oh. You want to go and explore it?
Not now.
Okay.
Mavith will kind of step forward and look out. Those are the arches. That's the Duat's main domain. That's its area.
Wait,
Oh.
Okay.
We shouldn't be here. It's much farther away.
Oh boy.
So we must have, just in kind of walking here, we must have gotten. I don't know how it works.
Prism.
Yeah, must
Prism.
have found our way here quicker.
We found a bridge between there and here.
Go.
I mean, it's still far away, but it's closer.
It's a shortcut.
It is a shortcut.
Yeah.
That is a way to call it.
We don't want to break our brains thinking of these things.
Oh.
No.
That's completely fair. I don't want to figure out the rationale. I mean, I know I already have, but
Of course.
still.
Even then, you know.
That was a problem for past me. Future me is just profiting off of the rewards.
Which is player confusion about it.
Is that a reward?
Sometimes.
Eh,
Sometimes it's entertaining watching your friends score mentally.
If I'm
My
just saying,
brain
if
is hurting
confusion is
so
a
much.
reward, then I have been rewarded so many times in my life, like uncountable number of times. Have I
Jacob.
gotten gold medals?
I cringe for you.
What? Why am I cringe?
Are
I'm just saying, I've been
Oh.
confused a lot in my life.
Oh, I thought they were talking about something else. Never mind.
What?
I am confused.
See? Here, gold medal.
Gold
once again.
medal!
Okay.
See?
So, party, what is your direction?
I
Well-
suppose start heading back to camp. It seems
Yep.
like we fully explored this end of the city.
Okay. As you're making your way back, kind of looking through, making sure you've fully gone through everything in this area.
Yep.
One of the Slayers of Duat, specifically Isaiah, kind of walks up to one of those bladder-like structures with the small wooden-esque vines that kind of grow around into the dodecahedron shape. Kind of just kicks it, and it kind of flops over onto another side. And you see as the dust particulates at the base of it reshift, there's a slight glowing effect in it and then it resettles.
What?
Why'd you do that?
Is it like that glow in the dark algae stuff? I've seen it in many places.
I don't know, I just wanted to kick it. It seemed interesting.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. Why is it glowing?
I
I'm
don't
gonna go
know.
up to it, and I'm going to change which side is up.
Okay. It shifts around a little bit, and as the sands are moving, it glows a little bit, and then eventually goes out, just like before.
I'm going to send Aristotle out into the hole where the pillars are, get an aerial view of the entire map.
Okay. Nothing
And
seems to be. Oh, go ahead.
As like Aristotle's like circling, I'm going to flip the cube again.
Okay. Nothing seems to be moving or changing direction or anything at an unusual rate or shifting around.
Gotcha.
When you flip the dodecahedron over, the sand kind of trickles down from the top, and you see it begin to intersperse with the water, kind of dancing around like a snow globe. And while the particulates are moving, they do glow faintly. Eventually, they do resettle in takes about 10 minutes or so.
Is that the stuff we just pulled from the sand?
Yes, it seems like it is. It is used for.
That glow though?
Does it glow normally within magics?
No.
Whenever used? No. No.
Vermeil does
maybe
not glow.
Maybe it has something to do with the water.
The water
The
glows.
water was just water. It didn't seem.
I know.
The sand in the water glows.
Does a corresponding side that is up have a corresponding sort of different glow and shape to
Nope.
the water and sand? Like if I go one way, it moves, and if I go back that way, does it move back?
Nope. It is. If you shake it, it glows.
Oh, it's within the dodecahedron.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the dust that's within the bladder, within the water. That's kind of.
I was confused. I thought it was changing the shape and color of the dust that was in the room.
I drank that.
You did.
Uh,
Hold on. I'm gonna
I
shake
swear-
Subaki.
I know, I was about to say, shake me. I must know. Do I glow?
You can't see Subaki's internals.
I'm gonna
Oh.
snap Subaki like a glow stick.
Don't you dare! I
Gonna
kick,
snap
here, how
Subaki's
about-
finger.
I kick Catch in the face and say, "Do you dare!"
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Here, does anybody have a knife, a dagger, something like that? Not you! Not you!
I don't like where this is going to go.
I'm gonna just shake it as fast as possible.
Okay. You eventually get the particulates kind of nice and swirling up quickly, and they glow brighter. The more energy within it, the brighter it glows.
Hey! Hey! I just got an idea. If
Yes.
we go back and get as much sand as we can, what happens if we put more sand in it?
I don't know if it's sand.
Can we put stuff inside of it?
Is there any way to put something in it?
I don't want to know. You answer that question.
I want to see
Can
if
someone
there's
should-
You can
Can
untie
someone
one of the
please-
ends of the bladder and pour it in. Yeah, and then retie it.
Yep, I'm gonna just dump the sand that you gave me. I know it's a waste, but we can get more later.
How about you reach your hand in and pull out a handful?
Or I can mage hand that. Yeah.
Of the sand inside of the dodecahedron, or are you like mixing the vermeil in with it, or what?
I was gonna. You know what? I want to mix the vermeil in it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now I tie it back up. Now shake it.
Okay. You shake it up, and the vermeil seems to completely disappear within the liquid. It kind of like
Oh.
it just sort of almost seems to like kind of bond and just fold away, and just become one with the liquid.
Oh shit! I drank that.
Yeah, you did.
It was only one thing. I should be fine.
And for the record, the sand in it is what's glowing. It's like the particulates of the sand just kind of glow and dance around in the thing there. And so
We
the
appear to
water
have
just
a
kind of
source.
serves as a medium to allow it to bounce out and hit the edges of the bladder and cause the
And
whole
then
thing to
glow.
Yes.
Huh. It's too bad we can't take one of these back to camp and make it a light source of some sort. Figure out a way to keep it stirring constantly.
Okay, I'd like to open up one of them and see if I could get the sand out.
Okay. You are able to do so, kind of just draining the water out, and it eventually kind of is this coarse bit of sand at the bottom that's kind of, I mean, it's like holding packed sand at a beach, but there's just like a handful of it. A large
Catch.
handful of it.
Catch. Identify.
Cast identify.
Okay.
It's yeah. Are you comfortable holding that there for 10 minutes?
Sure.
Very well. I'm sorry. It is a slow process.
It is not magical.
Not magical.
Go ahead and roll me a check. Nature. Actually,
Really?
go ahead and roll
Wouldn't
me
it be
two
like?
nature checks.
Okay.
Mm.
First one was a 12. Second one was also a 12. Same roll both times.
Okay.
My nature's not bad.
You're not familiar with this material, and it doesn't seem to register, but a word does come to you.
What's the word?
Nakar.
Identify?
That he just did identify.
Whatever this is, it is called the Nakar. I believe. That is magical. Other than that, I am not sure. If we shake it around a little bit, does it still glow?
Yep. Like a little bit, but it's so long as it's kind of moist.
No.
So it has nothing to do with the stuff.
Hello?
Glowing.
Sorry, my microphone was acting
It's
weird.
an
I missed the
interesting
last
concept.
couple minutes from when I said, so long as it's in contact with the water, it glows. Hello?
Glows
Glow.
with what?
Okay, sorry. my microphone was weird and I couldn't hear anything for a second.
Okay.
So once I got the car out, it was kind of a little bit iffy.
Gotcha.
That's okay.
Hey, maybe don't kick random shit.
Sorry.
Oh, are you telling the NPC?
Yep.
So,
But yeah,
returning
neat.
to town, or...
Yeah.
put it back in. Put it back in, seal it up, and leave it be.
Okay.
Maybe we'll go fill it with water later and see what that does, okay?
Wait.
It already has water in it.
Didn't you dump the water out to get the sand out?
Yeah.
Okay, true.
Then how'd you put it back in?
In the bladder. I thought.
What? Wait, but it got dumped out to get the sand out.
Right, but
Where'd
the
the
bladder's
water
still
go?
there.
Yeah, but where'd the water go?
There's still... Oh, it kind of got absorbed into the sand and the lattice work of mushroom at your feet. There's still a little bit of water in the bladder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like you purposefully dumped the whole thing out, because then you'd lose the sand as well.
Okay.
If worst comes to worst, last ditch effort. If we are dehydrated, we could try drinking some of these. As far as identify has come up, it is clean drinking water.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the particulates within, but other than that, I am unsure.
It glows.
And the one that you have
Yeah.
the vermeil in,
Yeah.
What was that?
one of them has vermeil in it. You can't tell which one's that.
And that does not sound like a good thing.
It's the one that has less water in it, right? Well, it's the one I did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, hold on. One of them has vermeil in it?
Yes.
Yeah, remember I put vermeil in it?
Oh, gotcha. Don't use that one.
Ah,
Maybe-
very helpful.
Magnet to test which one.
You can.
Yeah, remember it dissolved in the water.
Oh, frick, that's right. Okay, just
I'll move this one away from the others.
here, instead of moving it, let's just be super duper careful and and Catch
Why
is
don't we
gonna
just empty it? The water is useless
slowly
now.
bring a foot down on the dodecahedron and crush it.
So as to pop it and
There you
allow
go.
the water to flow everywhere.
I was about to say, that's not
That's
a
fair.
good idea. As I said, I am moving it to a different place so we know this is the one.
What if we
Put it
just throw it
inside
in
a
the vermeil
building. They all
pile?
seem to be outside.
There are a couple inside. Some of them.
God damn it.
Sorry, I have to be difficult.
Okay,
Okay.
here's the plan.
I'm drawing an X on the ground. I'm putting the one I put the vermeil in on the X. That's the bad one. This is what I'm doing.
I'm going to use Mage Hand to just pop a single point in it to like
Difficult.
let it flow to the ground harmlessly. Just a little bit at a
difficult.
time, not at our
Why
feet.
can't we just
just
set it on the
away.
X and leave it alone? Because we might need to use it for something. You never know.
Andrew or Desi. Desi. What I'm trying to get rid of every possibility of this being a Chekhov's gun, and later we find out we've been poisoned by something, and then we come back and it's gone. I'm trying to eliminate the Chekhov's gun.
Oh, well. All right, fine.
Because
You're a
Andrew.
storyteller. You know how to get rid of a Chekhov's gun.
Well, yeah.
Fine. Whatever.
I'm joking.
Uh
So what's the plan to separate this one out?
I drink it.
huh.
Wait,
No, no.
Put
I'm
it
cool.
on the
I'm cool with whatever.
here. I know. I go up to the bladder,
Hmm.
open it up, toss a couple of my mood glowworms in, and seal it back up.
Okay.
There. The one that has glowworms in it, don't drink from it.
Anyone else want to add something to this?
I could put some ball bearings in there too if you want.
I'm
Or I
gonna
could
put.
put some of the hallucinogenic mushrooms in there to
I'm
really
gonna.
determine people.
I was going to put one of the crystals in that we picked up.
Are the glowworms alive?
Not anymore.
Not
I hope not.
anymore.
Were they when you put them in?
Let's say yes.
Okay.
I'm going to put an echo shard in it.
Okay.
What else we add into this?
Let's put all
What kind of cocktail can we make?
giant chaos stew here.
Okay, I gotta do it. Spider's blood. We've got a
Okay,
bunch
okay.
of it. Might as well.
We do have so much of it.
Anyone
I
want to
have
take a
fish
anyone-
skeletons. You guys
Go
just
for it.
want-
Go
a
for it if
bone
you
here.
want.
Put a bone in there. It makes it more special to me.
Nice. Anyone want to take a leak?
Oh,
In it?
You know what? At this point, why not?
We'll just make this the restroom spot or something.
Oh, this is the toilet.
Andrew, this is quickly becoming a chair.
Yep.
So what's happening with this concoction now?
Oh, we'll find out next week.
I'm trying to tell.
Is it Thursday yet?
It's gonna be like a worm fish skeletal thing.
A monster.
Well, we'll see how this goes.
I really hope it
And you
doesn't
like it.
mutate.
Should we name it at least?
If you want to.
You put 2 glowworms in?
Two
Yeah, 2.
glowworms,
Let's go with 2.
2 glowworms, spider blood, fish skeletons, and
Vermeil.
urine.
Vermeil, wait, nobody said urine. Did you urinate in it?
No, I'm not gonna.
We
I don't
haven't
know.
gone
Someone
that
did.
far.
Yeah, someone did. You know Larry, who's been who's been journeying with us for this whole time?
Who the hell is Larry?
Larry, you
This
know
is
your
Larry.
best friend.
My best friend's name is not Larry.
Sarah now votes we name the thing Larry.
This is Larry.
Okay, Larry. Okay, I agree. I like that.
This is
The NPCs with you are looking at you like you're idiots.
as they should.
And they begin to
As
make
they
their way back
should.
towards camp, Caustic leading the way.
I just want
Where
to make
are you
sure that
going?
no one drinks this. It now smells of piss, glowworm,
Larry, we
and
must keep
spider
it safe.
blood. And I think those fish skeletons are dissolving, and I think those glowworms are evolving.
Yeah,
We just created mutagen,
it's
guys.
Larry, guys. It's
We're
Larry.
gonna
If
spray
we-
this stuff on the turtles.
I was about to say we need some toes, guys. You went there first.
Okay, I think we've created enough of
Okay, we
a
created a
marker so
monster.
we
Let's
don't
go.
drink from it. Let's go. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Andrew, I swear, I can't wait for next week.
I hope Larry is.
I know
okay.
we're going to come to regret this, but you know what?
No, I like Larry.
I
like
don't know how
Larry.
I feel about Larry yet.
I like Larry. As long as Larry has fish bones. Face likes Larry.
I'm gonna have to do
What's
some
it doing?
research.
What's it doing as we walk
Andrew's
away?
gonna get a chemical degree just to figure out what actually happens.
Oh no, I know what happens with some of it. Oh, this is gonna be fascinating.
Fascinating.
Is it doing anything as we walk away, or is it just kind of sitting there and stewing?
It's stewing.
I'm gonna sit
That's
there
probably a
and
good word
watch
choice.
it. I'm gonna stay here and watch.
No, I'm going back to camp.
Bye.
I will watch
Yeah.
Larry. I want to make sure the fish skeletons are okay.
Okay. Yeah, we'll catch up with you guys watching it and heading back, and some of you splitting the party, where half of you are staying with the orb.
Larry.
Splitting the party has never been a bad idea before. Never.
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 Never ever has that been a bad idea.
Blah blah blah. Have to do it to make things interesting once in a while.
It doesn't drive the DM insane.
As a
course
fellow
it
DM,
does.
it is.
Well, you know what? He causes us a bunch of shit, and now it's payback.
Fair enough.
Acting on the DM's always a good idea. I hear.
Shut up, Jacob. You are not my DM, so I don't have to worry about you.
I wasn't talking about me.
I know.
I'm tired.
All right.
Well, I will
We're
see you
sorry.
guys next week for the remnants of what's in this concoction.
Have a good one, everybody.
Larry.
We're so
Oh,
sorry. This is gonna be so fun.
Wiedersehen.
I'll see ya. Yep, auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Guten Tag.
Good night, everybody.
Adios.
Night,
I'll
everybody.
see you
was
next week.
talking. I cannot wait to see how Larry does. I hope Larry becomes a great bone.
Larry
Bye.
He's gonna get some bones, alright. Bye-bye.
See you guys.